Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome to another episode of Exilia Regalia. I am your humble Dumble Master, as always, the one and only pudding pastry, the farting tart. I almost said the pudding parstry.
I thought you saved the pudding tart, and I'm like, yeah.
I almost said that as well. I got farting tart
and a
pudding pastry
parsley and a pear tree
mixed up in my head, so that I combined them into one word. But yes, hello. I am joined by my crew as always: the Punk Guard Dogs, the CGs, the Joe Mojos, the J Frost 747s, and the Wicked River 97s. How are we doing today, gamers?
I'm here.
I'm doing good.
That's what I like to hear, River specifically.
I had to talk to Wolverine Bongle earlier.
I'm
ready
so
to punch
sorry.
something.
I am so sorry. Well, punching you shall have, my friends. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get rolling. Give me your test rolls, my friends. This is a big one tonight, as the party is well aware.
Oh boy.
Give it to me. Fuck. 9.
4.
I have never wanted a nat 20 in my entire fucking life.
14.
I have inspiration.
I want a different one. Hold on. Where is it? I actually could probably use the music I was just playing a minute ago, but I can't seem to find it.
The Don opening?
No, not the dun opening.
I was gonna say, we'll probably get copyrighted.
I will get flagged with that.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm already skirting the line by having video game OSTs in this. No, I mean the music I had as the intro. I can't find it. Cool. That's fine. We'll go with this. Deep beneath the streets of Paradigm, Exilia Regalia has made their way into the dense underground structure known as the Labyrinth. Deep below, a ritual is being conducted to harness the power of an eclipse between the sun and two moons, Lunas and Cardera, a meridian union. Exilia Regalia has broken through. The fight above rages on as the party now wades through uncharted territory. You guys, last time, you encountered Dr. Weaver, a scientist here, who is not fully within the cult's thrall, I guess you could say. And you guys dealt with as well the 12th Arbiter Alterum, who had attempted to set a trap for your group. And when you were allowed to pass by this trap by one Dr. Carter Weaver, Alterum took exception to that and assaulted the doctor. Your group turned around and went back to save Dr. Weaver and defeated the 12th Arbiter Alterum. Now, my friends, after saving the life of Dr. Weaver and his team and defeating the 12th Arbiter, you have ventured into the lowest levels of the Labyrinth. This territory you are venturing into now is uncharted, unmapped by the scouts that you had prior to this. Rycidius, who was the spy master for the Orion Club, Flint Orion / Arthur Orion. He did not have any information for this area that you were going into, but as you guys venture deeper and deeper down underground, you hear the conversation between one Lucius Silverback and another Marissa Eberhardt. As you guys come down to this landing, I am going to pull up our map. You guys are going to be at the topmost point of the map. You should be pretty centered as far as your horizontal alignment, but there's only one path before you. My friends, before you continue on, you have 1 round, 6 seconds to prepare yourselves. You You can take a couple minutes above game to do this, to do whatever you want, to discuss about your plan and what you want to do. But as far as a preparatory phase for what is to come, you have 1 round, 6 seconds. As far as your group is able to tell, the two in the chamber before you are already aware of your presence, or at least are aware that you are encroaching upon them. Proceed as you see fit. We are going to be outside of initiative order for this as far as preparation goes.
Start with the easy one, me. Because I put this just as a reminder last time we had it. I'm gonna do the tricky Toshi maneuver. I'm gonna swap with him.
Yes, you are swapping with Toshi. Let me do that real quick. I'm going to mark you Bazingus. You are now Toshified.
Excellent.
I don't have anything. That isn't like instantaneous.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Lily has much to prep either.
Okay.
My astral self only lasts 10 minutes. I'd like to pop that as close to as possible.
Okay. Corey is going to activate Astral Self. Will you go ahead and just proc that feature for me?
Oh, 1 sec. It was kind of long. I had to make 2 parts. I'll just do the first one.
Oh, good.
And wall of text.
Wall of text. Okay. 10 minutes. Understood. Okay. Cedric has a few items that he can use. He's gonna kind of begin readying them, but they're potions, so the effects are pretty quick as far as things goes, and would be more suited once initiative begins. Diana, on the other hand. Diana... I didn't put the concentration for that spell down. Hold on. I didn't put how long that lasts. Up to 10 minutes. Okay. Diana is... Double check. Okay. Diana is going to, prior to you guys going into the next chamber, is going to go ahead and proc Aura of Life. So
Fair enough.
She will be concentrating on that for the next 10 minutes.
Can I hand something to Corvin in particular?
Sure. What would you like to hand Corvin?
Hey, Corvin.
Yeah.
Would you like a potion of heroism?
Okay, what does that do again? Because I know it's different than the spell of heroism.
So, potion of heroism is you get 10 temp HP, but more importantly, you get blessed for an hour.
Yeah, chugging that.
Okay.
All right. Does anyone else want a potion of heroism? I wanted to give it to Corvin specifically because magnet of Marissa's ire.
Magnets.
You know who that actually genuinely might be beneficial to, and this might be a weird suggestion? Giving that to Alabastrum.
I don't mind. I'd give it to him.
If anyone would prefer to get it, that is fine. Just Alabastrum is a lower CR individual coming into this scenario, so any help that can be provided to him would surely be appreciated, but is not necessary.
I was gonna say my first thought was Lily or Rovan, since they're gonna be the frontline people and they could benefit from Bless the
Nah,
most.
I'm fine.
Can I give my spell of Sanctuary to Diana?
Sanctuary. Go ahead and proc that for me.
Fuck, I'll have to get it. 1 sec.
Do you not have the spell?
No, it's a scroll!
Got you.
Never mind, I forgot I was smart and put it in cantrips.
Hey. I would hold on to that. I do think that is a good use. That is a good thing to use, but I would probably wait until combat begins. Because you don't know
To
if
hand it to
combat
her?
is going to be immediate once you guys enter or not.
To hand it to her? Okay.
Oh, you're just handing it to her. Oh, I thought you were using it.
No.
Oh, understood. Yeah, that'd be fine. I will say Diana does have the sanctuary. No, she doesn't. I thought she had the sanctuary spell prepared. She will definitely take that then. Okay. Scroll of Sanctuary. Understood. Okay.
Hey, Tar.
Hey, what's up?
Not activating it now, but when when combat does initiate, would I be able to proc my Shadow of Moil spell?
How long does that last?
It only lasts 1 minute. That's why I'm not wanting to proc it now.
I will allow it.
Okay.
I can't guarantee that you'll be able to do it the moment combat begins. I may bring that down to a check to see if you're able to do it in the heat of a moment before combat begins proper.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. All right, gamers. Anything else?
No one has cashed in the potion of heroism, so I'm fine giving it to Alabastro.
Lily, would you want the potion of heroism?
What does Bless do again?
It adds a D4 to your attacks and saves.
Sure does. To all of them.
Oh, that would be
really
good
good.
for Lily.
Yeah, it's real good.
Yeah, Lily will take it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, Lily might still be under the effects of it. I think you took it during the Oz fight.
You know what? I do believe you did. And I believe we forgot to take that into account. So
Whoa.
I am going to mark your sheet, or your token, so that way we can remember going into this. We'll go with a little bit. No, we'll go with this one. That you are under the effect of bless. Now try to remember that.
Question.
Answer.
What's the time right now in game time?
In game time, at the end of this round, it will be 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 36 seconds.
Okay. Wait. What did you say? 2 hours?
2 hours, 29 minutes, 36 seconds.
Okay. True Seeing is going to drop at 2 hours, 36 minutes, 36 seconds. Freedom of Movement is still up until 3 hours and 4 minutes.
Understood.
Just wanted to get that.
I should also mention that Corbin is still under the effects of mind.
You are under the effect of Mind Blank. I have... I did not mark that on your thing. Hold on. Bazingus, Mind Blank.
There we go.
I also need... Warding Bond for Corey and Diana. So let me, real quick, let me mark some of these longer effects on my sheet. So, Corvin, Mind Blank, Rovan, True Seeing, Lily, Potion of Heroism. I'll actually mark that for Corvin as well. Anyone else under any extended effects at this time?
The last potion went to Alabastrum.
Okay. Alabastrum. Potion of Heroism. Okay. Alright, my friends. Give me one moment. I am going to, real quick, I'm going to go check on my cat. My friends here in the chat will know why, or in the Discord will know why. For those of you at home, I'm checking out my cat because he's a fucking idiot. But I will be back in just a moment, and then we will continue. Alright. He's as happy as can be. We're fine. For those of you at home, my cat attempted to eat some stuff that he shouldn't have, so I'm checking on him regularly to make sure that he is fine. He should be, but I'm playing it safe. Anyways. Round 131 goes by. And my friends, if it's all the same to you, I think I'm going to move y'all into this next chamber.
Let's go.
Alright, my friends. As you approach this set of large double doors before you, very intricately designed, seems very intentional, beautiful, probably ancient wood from the design, but it has this sheen as if it's brand new. It has got these beautiful, almost like obsidian accents to it, as well as a few reddish gems, or upon closer inspection, more likely crystallized blood that has been inlaid in it as well. As you guys enter the next chamber, you see a massive chamber. There are 16 huge columns that go up easily about 30 feet each. The ceiling goes up probably upwards of about 60 to 75 feet, roughly. And it is not domed at the top, but it's a bit convex at the top. I believe that's the one I want. Hold on. Convex. Yes, it is a bit convex at the top. Before you sits, similarly to the large contraption you saw in the Ornian containment chamber, is this large console with this huge holographic display. It is a display of seemingly the map of Paradigm, as well as above, it looks like the two moons, which are slowly coming closer and closer together in alignment. Before you stand two individuals that you recognize, and I'm going to change your music. My friends, it's time. No, that's not the one I want. Entering the chamber on the left, you see one red-haired, very beautiful, well-dressed maiden. One who you recognize to be Marissa Eberhardt. And on the other side, this very, admittedly, pretty well-dressed, but a rugged, almost slightly disheveled, but still relatively well-kept, absolute military man. He just screams this militant aura. They both look to you, Marissa and Lucian, and Marissa smiling at your group entering. It's about time you arrived. I was beginning to worry.
I've always been a hosting type. So I had to make sure we greeted all the guests.
Ah, yes, of course. And what shall our poison be today? Are we going to commence with our usual banter, throwing vague insults and quips to express our sheer hatred of each other? Or shall we just skip straight to the good part.
Hey, Tart.
Hey, what's up?
I'd like to shoot her.
You'd like to shoot her?
Yeah, at this
Oh, I
point,
wanted to ask
Corbin,
if she had anything
no more-
good.
I was gonna say at this point, Corbin's kind of done with words with Marissa at this point. He even said, "Next time I see you, I will fucking kill you."
Oh, I wanted to ask. That's okay. That's okay.
Roll an attack.
This isn't gonna work.
It's a warning shot.
Yeah, 8.
As you pull the firearm out and fire, it looks like it's dead on before a blade swiftly from the side of Lucian reaches up and blocks the shot. Seemingly catching the bullet in the air. Oh! Oh. I think, for what it's worth, your group truly were my favorites. It's a shame that our game must come to an end. And my friends, we're kicking it off. It's time. It's time. Okay.
Astral arms go.
Rovan, at the start of initiative, I need you to, with Corvin's seemingly unexpected firing of the ebony firearm, I need you to make me... I'm just going to call it a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Okay.
Mhm.
That's a 4.
Sorry, my friend. If you want to do Shadow Moil, it will have to be on your turn.
Yeah, all good.
Okay. My friends, I'm rolling initiative. I'm going to roll initiative for Marissa first. Marissa. How fucking appropriate. Corvin, what is your dex modifier?
Ah,
That is funny. My modifier is 2.
I have done it. In the most
No.
Marissa move possible. I have split up Corey and Corbin again.
You fuck!
Yes!
even in a meta narrative, she's still fucking
There's always someone cutting in between two good friends.
Oh,
How dare you.
I love it.
And it's between
This is an
us,
A and B
too.
conversation.
What the
See
fuck?
your way out, cunt.
Okay.
This bitch!
With that, let me roll Lucian's initiative. Lily, what is your dex modifier?
Hey, it would help if my sheet was open. Where the fuck?
It would.
Five.
5. I need you to roll me a d20, please.
Oh! That's also an 8.
The 16 that you nearly got would have given you the edge. Lucian rolled a 14. He's going to go before you. Oh, I accidentally put you too far back. Okay, my friends. It's time. Top of the round. As initiative begins, you guys do receive a message from Amos. The 8th Arbiter is down. I think we've done just about as much good as we can. We're going to hang back and catch our breath for now. Let us know if we're needed. As the Disruption team has finished their objectives.
Let's go.
They are done. As combat begins at the top of the round, Cedric is first. Cedric begins to step out, and there's a look of recognition between him and Lucian. Your group, as you begin to get your bearings around the chamber, you see at the top of these columns around you, there are these huge crystals that appear to be made of pure meridium. And the magical energy in this room seems to be so immense that you can actually see little wisps and motes of arcane magic, kind of almost like fireflies caught around, that are kind of floating around the chamber. They begin to kind of coalesce a bit more as Cedric steps forward. Lucian, seeing Cedric, looks to him and says,
I'm surprised that you let my brother live, Damien Amadeus. Do you not fear the threat he presents?
Cedric returns.
Your brother was once a very close friend of mine. I would see justice done and rights wronged.
Lucian returns back.
Then perhaps you're an even greater fool than him. Or perhaps you merely have a kinder heart. I suppose we shall find out before this battle is over.
Cedric replying,
Doesn't have to be this way.
your father, Trent, and he's cut off by Lucian spitting down on the ground next to him.
I may have been born of his blood, but he was never my father.
Cedric returns a reply.
I remember your face. I remember how accomplished you were in Trent's eyes. He spoke highly of you. Many of us looked up to you.
Lucian returns in kind.
That man cherished nothing more than my blade. If you are trying to appeal to my softer senses, then this conversation serves no purpose.
Cedric looks to Lucian one more time and says,
For what it's worth, I am sorry about you, your mother, your clan. It is not too late to make things right.
and Lucian, blade in hand, he drags it along the palm of his hand, and as he does, the blade alights in this crimson flame.
I'll make sure to consider your apology long after your death.
And the first turn for Cedric and Lucian is going to be bypassed as they are having a whole ass conversation. And we are going to go to Lily.
Oh, hi, that's me. Well, actually, can I see, do these big crystal things, do they look important? Are they important?
Make me Arcana or Insight.
Which one am I? Insight, barely. 12.
They seem pretty big. Surely they serve some purpose.
Lily doesn't want to be the first one to take a fucking swing on people, but damn. 5, 10, 15, 20. She's just gonna go straight for it.
Okay.
She's gonna be I'll take the first swing.
Taking aim at Marissa. Take the first swing, my friend.
Well, technically second, since Corbin shot the first.
Yeah, but you'll probably draw first blood.
25?
25 hits. First blood is drawn. Roll your damage.
19 radiant.
19 radiant. Okay. As the first blow is struck and you cut across Marissa's chest, that singeing that you would initially see from your radiant blade dandelion, it does strike true, but seems reduced. It seems less effective than you would think it would be. But you guys have dealt with Marissa before. You're pretty familiar with her relationship with fire and radiant damage. Smile. But you do seem to hurt her.
Gonna keep stabbing.
Go for it. Second attack. That's another hit. Roll damage.
Another 14.
Okay.
Motherfucking 33.
33 will certainly hit.
Another 19.
Another 19. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. End of your turn. Marissa is going to use a legendary action, and you're going to watch as that third strike strikes true, you actually watch her form. It vanishes, enveloped in this very quick spiral of flame, and she is going to emerge over here.
That wasn't anything magical, was it?
It is not the casting of a
was.
spell. It is innately magical, but it is a feature, not a spell.
Gotcha.
That. Go to Alabastrum. Alabastrum is going to fly over and is going to attempt to accost Lucian. 17 fortunately does not hit. Remind me, we gave Alabastrum the potion of heroism?
Yes.
So there
Yes,
is a
we did.
bless on top of that.
Oh.
+1 for an 18. That still does not hit as Lucian sidesteps a bit of ways, putting in more distance between him and Alabastrum as Alabastrum crashes down next to him. We're gonna go to Flit.
All right. So Blitz in quotation marks. Actually, let me do measurement. Yeah. Okay. I'm behind this pillar. I think that'd probably be enough out of line of sight.
You
I'm
would
going-
be out of line of sight. You cannot see her. She cannot see you.
Excellent. I'm going to step to the side, and I'm going to cast Circle of Power.
Circle of Power. Okay. I need to give you an aura, my friend.
Ugh.
Bazingus. Okay. Sphere moves with you, centered on you. Each friendly creature in the area has advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects. Okay.
All right, and I shall park myself right here to give everyone this benefit of this aura.
Okay. Understood.
That is my turn.
We come up to the layer actions. Before that, Lucian, now being within range of Lily and Alabastrum, is going to use one of his legendary actions. He is going to swing on... He's going to swing on the lion, he thinks. No. No, he's smart. He's gonna swing on Lily. Lily. Has a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
You are going to take 17 slashing and 4 fire. I need to confirm. Okay, cool. He has to. Okay, so you can do that after he hits. Excellent.
I have the ring of fire resistance.
You're gonna take half to 2 then. And as you are struck, there is a surge that courses through the blade and up Lucian's arm. There's this pulse of red, and you see now in finer detail the just barely visible some sort of inscription along his arm that it pulses in a dark red. And you are going to, as he spends a charge of some unknown ability and or item, smile, you're going to take an additional, wow, that was a terrible roll. You're going to take an additional 10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
That is going to be that. We come up to the layer actions. Let me see. The meridium crystals up above, you see that they all begin to glow in power, and suddenly there's a as these radiant beams crash outwards, taking shots at your group. They are going to take shots on Lily, Flit, Alabastrum, and logic would dictate Cedric, as Cedric is the other one, the most out from the group. So, let me roll these. We're going to start with Lily. Lily, that is a 30 to hit. I do believe that hits.
Yeah.
Crazy. You are going to take 12 force damage. Up next is Flit, or Toshi, rather. That is a 27 to hit Toshi.
Damn.
So Toshi is down. And there is now a scuttling little Flit on the floor.
There's 2 scuttling little flits on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Next one is Alabastrum. That is going to hit. That is 7 to Alabastrum. And then next one's to Cedric. That is a natural 20 to Cedric. Oh, but a terrible roll. On a crit of 4d10, that is going to be a grand total of 6 force damage. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. That being said.
Just imagine it being a louder than normal hit. You're just like, ow. Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Shit, that was loud.
Alrighty. That's layer actions. We come to Kore. What you thinking, friend?
Don't want Lily to be alone. I know she's got Albasham up there, but still.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna respond to your DM real quick. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Astral whacking.
Astral whacking.
18.
18 does not hit.
I mean, 17.
Oh.
If those don't hit, can I still try for another?
Yeah, you can still try with your bonus
Okay,
action.
There's a 27 hit.
That does hit. The calm and collected Lucian, as you come up on him, you take 2 swings, and he's very well-trained fighter. He's very methodical, or whatever the term would be, and so he is able to easily skirt and weave out of the direction of your 2 first strikes, but is unable to avoid your third due to a little bit of intervention from Alabastrum, and you are able to strike him 8 force damage. You see a scuff now form on his which would you prefer, right cheek or left cheek?
His left. My right.
His left, your right. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. He is going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn, and he's going to strike back on you. That is definitely going to hit. That is 30 plus.
Yep.
We're going to take 21 slashing and 2 fire, so 10 slashing, 1 fire. Diana's gonna take the other 11 damage. Diana needs a con save. That was meant to be with advantage, doesn't matter. We're gonna come up to Marissa. Let's see. Marissa calling from a bed for the back. I'll certainly give you credit. You found a way to untether myself and Adam. That was truly unforeseen, even to me. It's a shame, but it won't matter. And she is going to take into account distance between your casters. Excellent. She is going to step back, coming to here. And I need to make sure that was the right distance. Excellent. Let me confirm this. Make sure I'm not an idiot. Excellent. Hey, Flit, that Circle of Power, that's DC 15, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Marissa is going to cast the spell Magic on it.
Okay.
Counter. Tart?
Hey.
Distance spell, counter spell.
Ooh. Okay, hold on.
Tapping into his gift from Druilla, Corbin's like arm will radiate this like lavender scent, and this songbird flies out from his sleeve and will try to intercept.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, there's nothing saying you can't use the sorcery point for that.
I
From
love
the-
you.
That's
the ring, by the way.
beautiful. Okay. Excellent. She was casting it at base level. You are able to dispel it with the distance spell.
Corbin will just kind of shout down, "You didn't see that one coming, did you, bitch?"
Oh, I am truly going to miss this. Okay. That takes her action. Let's see. She is going to remain there for now. That's going to be the end of her turn. At the end of her turn, she is going to use some legendary actions. Let's see. Yeah, actually, you know what? She can do that. She's going to burn one legendary action. She's going to cast the spell Magic again.
You know what? That works for me.
So, she still can possibly fuck this up because the spell Magic does have a DC.
Mm-hmm.
So, the DC... So, she needs to make a Charisma check. DC is 15
Whoa.
in this regard. Whoa, okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I am missing a D20. Where the fuck? Oh, it's right there. Unfortunately, whoa won't matter. That was a natural 20.
Fuck you, Marissa.
Sorry, friend.
Look, I'm taking it as I burned her turn.
You burned her turn, and you burned one of her legendary actions. And that aspect of her legendary action, she can't do again until her turn comes back around. She's lowering her options to get through to that spell you cast. We come to Corvin.
All right, I'm gonna make this quick because she's definitely out of range from. You know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna take a cue from Flit. 5, 10, 15, 20, going over here to where I'm out of sight of her. And Corbin's going to say the name Marissa Everhart. Pulls out Ebony as that purple energy launches out. Psychic Lance, 4th level.
Psychic Lance. Now, I do need
That's
to
a pretty
see.
good roll.
I need just confirmation that you don't need to see her.
Yep, I can say her name. And it will appear. I believe in Psychic Lance.
It says you have to see them.
Alternatively, you can utter a creature's name.
Oh, you're so right. Excellent. Okay. Intelligence saving throw.
Can we talk about the damage of that saving throw, by the way? Or that roll?
I-
It's bonkers.
Psychic Lance is real good.
good.
29.
Uno momento. Got one thing I can do here.
DC 20. Intelligence save.
I should have done this. Yeah, I should have done this earlier. My apologies.
Oh, good. Take your time.
Oh no, I'm too far out. I can't use the ability.
Okay. That is a 22 on the save. She does pass. Now, Corey,
Okay, she
because
ta-
you didn't expend your woe, you could use it now if you want. I do just need confirmation on the range of your
Yes.
woe.
Let me see.
You can just pop that feature for me. Just want to make sure she's within range for you to do so because she's within 60 feet. Okay, it has to be 30 feet for
No,
woe.
then never mind.
Still a good call. Still could have made a massive difference there. But
So 14 psychic.
14 psychic. Okay.
Yeah, I was an idiot and forgot to fucking hit her with unsettling words, but it's fine.
That's okay. Alrighty. that brings us up to Diana. I just realized I never put Diana's Aura of Life up. Zingus, y'all should all be able to see that.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yee.
Alrighty, Diana. Diana is going to skirt around to here, keeping out. Actually, she's going to go. That's the best she can do without being in Marissa's eyesight. She is going to. I think she's going to actually, truthfully, seeing all these crystals above, I think she's going to try to make some sort of check on them. Make an Arcana check for her. 14. That is not great. That is going to be her free action. She's able to tell that they are, in fact, Meridium. She can make another check on her next turn. In the meantime, she saw you get a little roughed up, Lily. She is going to... Let me see. A little distant from her. Which could cause a problem. That requires concentration. She can't do that. Cool, dude. You know what? I know what she's gonna do. She is going to unravel that scroll that you gave her, Corey. And she's going to cast Sanctuary upon herself. Actually, hold on. What's the range? Could she cast on someone else? She could cast on someone within 30 feet. She, keeping her distance from Lucian... Oh, that's unfortunate. She still has more movement, though. She's gonna move. But if she moves, she'll be within eyesight of Marissa. Fuck. Hold on. Yeah, she would still be within eyesight, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, she most certainly would be. But she is outside of the 60 feet. Meaning, Diana is going to cast that spell of Sanctuary. She's actually, because you're up in the shit, Corey, she's going to cast it on you. And then, unfortunately, Corvin's not the only one who had that sort of idea. Marissa's going to use a sorcery point for distant spell. She's going to counterspell Diana's Sanctuary.
Okay. Noted.
Thus, come to the end of the round. It is Rovan's turn.
Alright. Seems how things are getting a little interesting. Going to use one of Raikiri's abilities for Storm Guardian. For Guardian Essence.
Guardian Essence, okay.
So AC will be bumped up by 2 temporarily. I'm going to take a... Double check one quick thing. I'll take a step back. And I am going to spell Shadow of Moil.
Shadow Moil. Okay. Shadow Moil goes up. Let's see. What's a good one for this? I forget what I gave you last time. I guess I'll just do that.
It's all good.
Shadow Moil goes up. That takes your action.
Mhm.
Still have more movement and a bonus action.
The bonus action was used already for Raikiri.
You're so right. You still got more movement if you want to use it.
Okay, I just need to. I'm going to use my movement, and I know that. Let's see. If I remember correctly, our movement speed increased temporarily by an extra 10, yeah?
Correct.
Okay, I use 5. I'm gonna move right behind here. Stay out of eyesight.
Okay. Excellent.
I don't know how to move the put.
If you want, we could say it's 45 to get perfectly behind the column. I'll allow that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That is everything I could do at this current juncture.
Understood. End of your turn. They're both going to use legendary actions. Lucian is going to start. He is going to... He's going to use his tactical movement. He's going to be able to move half of his movement speed without provoking op attacks. So, Lucian, how much movement speed do you have? You have 40. So he is going to come up to here. He's going to put some distance between the three of you there. And Marissa is going to use her legendary action to do Firebolt. So, Firebolt. Who is she going to target for this? She is familiar with your healer's game. She's going to target Diana. That is going to hit Diana. Ooh, wow, that's spicy. That's a spicy meatball. Okay, hold on. I need a calculator for this. Okay. Corey, you're going to take 16 fire damage. Diana's also going to take 16 fire damage. Diana needs to roll a concentration check for Aura of Life. I can't open Diana's sheet. There we go.
If that means you can't take damage.
Oh man, you got me. Whatever will I do?
Get fucked.
Okay. With that being said, that's going to be them. We come back to the top of the round. We go to Cedric. Cedric, as you can imagine, is going to take out his blade, and he's going to go run in at Lucian. He is doing the longsword variant. He's going to... Make sure I don't have anything for this. Great. Yeah, he is going to start swinging. Ooh, actually, no. I know what he's going to do. He was saving this for a moment just like this. Cedric is going to start his turn by drinking his potion of speed.
Chug, chug, chug.
Cedric now for 1 minute is under the effect of the haste spell.
Let's go.
Give the king a Red Bull.
Truly. Okay. So, haste. He has only one more attack that he can make. But he's going to do... Actually, yeah, he's going to do it. So, continuing with his additional attack as part of his... whatchamacallit? His haste. This one, he gets advantage. 9 does not hit. 24 does hit. Just need to check something. Okay, that wouldn't matter. Excellent. So that is going to hit. It's going to be 10 damage to Lucien. And that is going to be Cedric's turn. Marissa, their last legendary action, as of this moment, he's going to make a firebolt attack on Cedric. That is not going to hit. That's a 19. As Cedric, with his new enhanced, with his new sped up thoughts, his thoughts have been sped up. I'm trying to make an Epic the musical reference. He is going to see the firebolt coming, and he's going to quickly parry it out of the air. But come to Lucien.
I just made your thoughts quick.
Yes. Lucien is going to look to Cedric. And Lucien is going to take the blade in hand tightly. And the flame is going to increase. And there is this ghastly sort of essence that emerges around Cedric's form, almost like this vile aura. As Lucien is going to use his bonus action, he's going to sacrifice 10 of his hit points. He's going to use his blood curse on Cedric. Get to what that means in a moment. Lucien is going to now... Ah, that's right. I forgot to put that on, but honestly, that's truly fine. I can deal with that. Lucien is going to make 3 strikes upon Cedric's body. So, great. First one is going to hit. So, as part of being under the effect of the blood curse, Lucien does an additional 2d8 with his right damage to Cedric.
Ugh.
Yeah, Cedric's about to take a bit of a nasty hit. So, is going to be 13 slashing damage. And then it's going to be additional 2d8 for the right damage. Is going to be an additional 14 fire damage. Math is not so good right now. There we go, I figured it out. Just making sure I don't do anything else with this. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, opted not to do those for the sake of simplicity. Excellent. Thank you, pass me. Make this less confusing for me. So, 2 more attacks. That one is also going to hit. So I think I'm just going to roll all this damage at one time. So, combined total on the second of 10, 17, 20, 25, 33 damage on the second attack to Cedric. And then the last one. I rolled the damage. I didn't even roll to attack. Hold on. Ooh, glad I didn't, because that one is a big whiff. That's a 2 on the die. Cedric is able to parry the second one after cheeking 2 deadly-looking strikes from Lucian on the first, at the beginning of the turn. That is going to be Lucian's turn. Also, I have made a discovery that I think I was probably doing this before, and now that I realized it, I'm going to take it into account. So, as far as I can tell, legendary actions are taken at the end of another creature's turn, not her own turn.
Mm-hmm.
I had Marissa do legendary actions at the end of her turn. So, Flit, how are you on 5th level spell slots?
Doing pretty good. Why do you ask?
Are you missing any?
Just the one I used to cast Circle of Power.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it that spell slot back to you. Circle Power is still down, but in the sake of fairness, she wouldn't have been able to do that. I'm gonna give you that spell slot back.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome. I'm sorry about what I have done to you. I would just give you the Circle of Power back, but then we would have to go back and roll things for spells, and that's going to be a long process.
I'm of the assumption that she would just wait half a turn and then Dispel Magic me.
Yeah. So, we will go with that for now. I will give you that spell slot back, but we go to Lily.
Lily is going to 5, 10, 15. Is this considered,
Flanking?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Lily is going to be there then.
As you come up on the other side of Lucian, Lucian sees you and he readies a dagger to defend himself from you. Just a little bit of a flavor thing. Continue. He's now flanked on both sides.
19.
A 19 does hit. Lucian is going to use his reaction to riposte. He's going to add his dex modifier to his AC, causing that to be a miss. Because it missed, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
$16.
I need to check something very important. Oh, you are just outside of Rovon's, or as
Bless.
close as you can be.
Bless.
You do have Bless.
I also have my own aura.
I believe that's factored in already.
I believe that is
Okay.
factored in already.
It's a D4.
D4. Yes, it is factored in already. I believe we had this conversation already.
That's a 4.
That 4 is able to push you over the threshold. You save. As you do that first swing, Lucian, ready for you with that dagger, he actually parries your blade and reaches back and actually elbows you in the forehead. It disorients you for a moment, but you are able to shake it off and continue. Go ahead with your next attack. He has a variance on the defensive duelist feature, and it's pretty fucking nasty, so I'm glad you were able to do that save.
22.
22 hits. He can't do it again. He's burned his reaction.
15 radiant.
Okay.
And another 22
22 will hit. Roll your damage.
for 14 radiant.
Okay. He is not resistant to this like Marissa is. So he's getting the full brunt of this. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. End of your turn. He is going to use a legendary action, and he is going to move there using his tactical movement feature. He's going to be able to move there without triggering an opportunity attack. He's exiting the flanking. With that, we're going to go to Alabastrum. Alabastrum sees a squishy mage on the far side, and he's smart enough to shoom. Alabastrum is going to ha! That is going to hit.
Yeah, get that flesh.
Is what I would... Wait, Marissa's burned her reaction. She can't shield. Excellent. 9 slashing. I need to... He's the result of a spell. I had to think about it for a moment. So 9 slashing, and then a strength save from Marissa. Even with her not so great strength, that is a 19 on the die. So he does not get the prone, he does not get the additional bite attack. That is going to be his turn. We're going to come up to you, Flit. Actually, before we come up to you, Lucian is going to use another legendary action, and he's going to swing on Cedric again. That's pretty close. That is a 23, which is now Cedric's AC, so it does match.
Aw.
So... burned his reaction, so he can't do anything to that.
He's 10 feet of me.
That doesn't affect his AC, unfortunately.
Damn it. I didn't know if it was a save or not.
It was not. He's making an attack roll on him. That being said, not super bad damage. There's one bad roll, or one high roll in there, but the rest are pretty low. 6, 11, 21. That 10 in there does actually make quite the difference. The 10 was on the right damage. That is going to be... Oh, wait! I used the wrong die in there. Hold on, let me re-roll that whole thing. I accidentally had 2d10 in there. There's only 1d10 in there. Okay. I'm trying to be fair to Cedric. However, I will admit, that is actually higher than what it was. So I will go with what the lower roll was. And that is going to be 29 damage to Cedric.
Old boy's taking a bit of a beating.
Yeah, he is taking a bit of a beating. There's a little bit of bad blood between these two. But that is going to bring us to the lair actions. Real quick, does anyone have access to Corvin's sheet? Or is Corvin back?
I do not.
Do I have access to Corvin's sheet?
If not, I can pull
I
it
do
up.
not.
Alright, let me pull it up real quick. Okay. As we come to the layer actions, the meridian crystals up above, they begin to start drawing in power from everyone around the chamber. They are specifically targeting your group's casters, which are all of you. They are sucking the ambient magic that is now being slung around this chamber. I need anyone in this party who is a caster, which is everyone except for Cedric. I need all of you to make me wisdom saving throws.
Weird question.
Yes.
Is this a magical effect?
It is, but is not necessarily a spell.
18.
I presume you're thinking about your spell guard shield?
Yes. The
You're s-
reason I was asking was due to the Spellguard shield having being kind of weird.
The
Against
Spellguard
spells and
shield-
other magical effects.
Other magical effects? I'm going to go with the very general. I'm going to refer to the very general term in this of other magical effects. I'm going to say that that counts and you will have advantage on the save.
Copy that. For the first time, I think I'm gonna blow that inspiration.
Blowing the inspiration, go ahead and re-roll.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Okay. Here's Corvin's. Ooh. That is a failure. I don't know if Corvin would burn his inspiration for this. I don't feel good using Joe's inspiration without him here.
I agree. And he doesn't even know what it does yet.
He doesn't. I will admit, though, the effect of this does need consideration from Joe. I am a little stumped here. I am going to wait until Joe comes back. It's going to be a bit weird. I'm going to wait until Joe comes back, and I'm going to have him re-roll that save when he gets back. So,
Okay.
Somebody remind me when Joe gets back. So for right now, I am foregoing that roll for Corvin. Meanwhile, I need to roll one for Diana. Ooh, that was almost a nat one for Diana. Hey, y'all are fuckers. 18 is the DC on this.
Yes!
Oh!
3 of you pass by the skin of your fucking teeth. Y'all are unaffected.
Ugh.
Which is good, because truthfully, that's probably the nastiest feature I have for these fucking crystals. So we'll see if it comes back around. That being said, let us continue on. That is the layer actions. We're gonna go to Corey.
Oh, 1, Corvin just got back. 2, I got skipped.
Perfect. You are so right. You did get skipped. I am so sorry. Let me come back to you. I'm gonna handle this thing with Corvin real quick. Hey, Corvin.
Yeah.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw real quick. As on the layer actions, there is the Meridium crystals up top seem to be draining the magical energy in the chamber around you. Specifically from your group.
15?
15 does not pass. You have the inspiration if you want to use it. I will say you don't
gonna
know what
keep
this
it.
effect does.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm hesitant. I'm gonna keep it.
You're gonna keep it. Okay. Then, my friend, as you feel part of your innate arcane power drawn from your very essence, you are not concentrating on a spell. So, if you were, you would lose concentration, but you are not, so you are fine there. However, the difference between the DC of 18 and the 15 you rolled is 3. So, I need you to go into your spells right now and subtract a combined total of 3 spell levels from your current unused spell slots.
Ooh.
You can do either
Okay.
1 level 3 spell, 3 level 1s, a level 1 and a level
It is
2.
done.
However you want to do it.
Yep, it's done.
Okay. Then let me go back to Flit. Sorry, Flit. I didn't mean to skip you. It's your turn.
Don't worry. I was legitimately going to hold action until after the layer action anyways.
Oh, perfect. So, goes off. Goes off right
Indeed. So my turn would have been to
now. To move. Okay.
move over here. And I think
While
you're
you are
about...
there, I will say, while Marissa can see you, you are somewhat obscured. That won't matter for
Understood.
things like counterspell, for example, though she has burned her reaction, as you know. But it does provide cover, essentially.
Alright. Well, I'm not casting a spell anyways. Something else is casting a spell.
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
I might be doing what you think I'm doing.
Okay. I'm gonna pause the music real quick, because I know what you're doing. You warned me about
Alright.
this. Let me real quick. Let me get some... Let me get some exceptional music in here. Hold on. I'm going to real quick. I'm going to actually pull up a thing here. Here we go. Flit, go ahead and tell me what you are doing in this moment.
So, Flit, seeing a window where Marissa has slung all of her spells, seeing that she's pinned down with Alabastrum, sees an opening, and she thinks for a second. She thinks of another spell to cast, and her words ring out true of something that she said a little bit ago, and she has an idea, and she reaches into her pocket, and she pulls out the cubic gate.
Hey, thank you for doing this. Thank you for warning me about this ahead of time, by the way, so I wasn't caught with my pants down for this.
You're welcome. And remembering the full functionality of the gate, she is going to click the button for the material plane, and she is going to summon the gate, and as she does this, she's going to utter a name. Adam Acosta.
Oh!
Yeah, you are.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you are.
The
Wait,
current boy toy meet past boy toy.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't the... I thought he was on gate duty.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
So, are you able to put... what is the range of this feature that you are doing? This thing.
Oh,
you're
what do
doing
you
with the
mean?
gate. So it's the same as casting the gate spell, correct?
Mm-hmm. Sort of.
Sort of.
Yes. So, the gate opens up next to Adam, draws it through, and they are transported to a nearby unoccupied space near me. So within 60 feet, technically.
So where is he appearing?
I'm going to put him... I'm actually going to put him here, right next to me, so that I can fill him in on what's about to happen.
Okay.
You really just threw this man out like a goddamn Pokemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say you Pokebelled him.
As,
Praising his ass. Yoink.
as several you see this arcane gate appear next to Flit, there's a momentary pause from Marissa and Lucian, who also see it before a lightning bolt shoots outwards towards Marissa, who seeing it coming is able to cast it away with her residual magic. It scatters to the floor, and and Adam Acosta, walking through the gate with his hand up, pointed like a gun, joins initiative. As he walks through the gate, Marissa looks at him. Well, you continue to surprise me more and more. Hello, love. Adam replies back. Hello, witch. Can't say it's a pleasure. Adam, I'm hurt. What about all the memories we shared? Ha!
Don't worry. I haven't forgotten. Unfortunately for you, and he looks to your group, I'm spoken for. And my
yeah,
friend,
damn right.
Hang on.
Aw, congrats!
Can I insight to see if I know if it's who I think it is?
It's a matter of saying he's committed to your group, not actually spoken for.
Ah, damn it.
Aw.
Okay.
That being
I was gonna be like,
said,
look at you, Drew.
That being said, my friends, CG warned me ahead of time last week that this was going to happen, and I today forgot Adam didn't have a sheet in Roll20, so I had to scramble to make one. That being said, Adam is currently under the effect of Gift of Alacrity,
Ooh.
meaning he gets an additional D8 to his initiative roll, meaning. Oh, I think I broke it. Hold
Funny
on.
if he goes before Marissa.
That's-
If he's so funny if he goes before Marissa.
Hey, I could just leave it there and put him in the smack around Marissa Corbin and now Adam.
funny.
That'd be really funny.
Like, I am tempted to just to ask you if that's okay.
I'm
Because
tempted to
this
let
is
it ride.
Stupid.
Dice tell a story. Dice tell a story. Dice tell a
Dice
story.
Tell a story. Dice, tell a story.
Yeah, leave it.
Adam is going to go. Corbin, yours is a 2, you said?
Yes, it is.
Would you like him to go before you or after you?
Oh,
You both have 2s in dexterity. Or we can roll off.
I'm conflicted, so we may as well have to roll off because either's good.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me. Roll a d20.
Uh,
I'll actually
D20?
roll this one on the
Okay.
table for him. Okay.
Looks like
Corbin,
I'm
you're
going
going to go
first.
before Adam.
Yeah.
My friends,
This
you
is
now
so
have a
fucking
new
stupid, so
ally
good.
in this battle. We continue forward. I'm going to leave this music on because this is sick. Alrighty. Flit, that is your held action. We go to Corey now.
Corey is angry, as usual. I'm moving around weirdly today, I'm sorry.
You're
I don't know
fine.
why my mouse is having issues dragging myself.
You're good.
Hey, yo. Dragon?
Contagion, bitches.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wall of text?
Wall of text. My friend,
Damn, it's a mighty wall.
mighty. That is a mighty wall. Make me a melee spell attack, my friend.
Don't get anything to use my astral arms.
You, unfortunately, you do not.
23?
23 hits. Excellent. Okay. What are you smacking this man with?
Seizure.
Okay. He has disadvantage on dexterity checks, dexterity saving throws, and rolls that use dexterity. Hey. He's rolling his dex for his attack rolls.
I figured as much when you said he tied with Lily.
Yeah, as soon as you said tied with me, I was like, I have +5 to my dex.
Fucking
Yeah.
excellent.
If
Okay.
someone can outdo me on dex,
So, let's see. On a hit, you afflict the creature with a disease of your choice from any of the ones described below. This is a disease, okay? At the end of each of the target's turns, it must make a Constitution saving throw. Understood. Okay. So, let me go ahead and do... Let me do this. Okay. That's your action, my friend.
Since it was a melee attack that used an action, can I use my bonus action attack or no?
No, you cannot. I'm sorry. This is casting a spell. This is not an attack action. This is a spell action.
I mean, I'll give it technically an attack.
Technically,
Like, technically, it's a melee attack using my weapons.
Technically, it's an attack. However, I'm not going to allow
Okay.
it for this one.
No, it's okay. It's just funny. I'm checking my shit. The only thing I have in bonus action is healing word, and I'm holding on to that.
Well, you also just casted a spell, so.
You're right, that too. It's leveled. Yeah, can't do it. Yeah.
Alrighty. He is not a fan of that. He's going to use his last legendary action, and he's going to attack you. He has not failed. He's not fully under the effect of the disease yet, so he doesn't currently have the effect of seizure. However, that is most certainly going to hit you, Corey. You are going to take, oh wow, garbage slashing damage. You're going to take a combined total of 10 damage, being a combination of slashing and fire. Diana's going to take the other 10, and Diana's going to need to do this. 18, she is fine. Is that your turn? Or that is his legendary action. I don't know why I asked that. You're gonna come to Marissa. This puts things into a brand new perspective. Okay. What you gonna do here, my friend? Bonus action, she's gonna use her Heart of Fire ability. And there's going to be a burst of fire that emanates out from her. So Alabastrum is going to take... Ow. Alabastrum is going to take 16 fire damage. Alabastrum is now out on the 10th hit points. She is going to risk the op attack. She's going to move here behind cover. Alabastrum is going to make that op attack. He's going to try to bite. 14 is not going to do it. Okay, friends. Just need to real quick measure something. Hey, friends. You may have forced her hand. And so she's breaking out some big guns. Excellent. I need... Let's see. I need... Corey, Cedric, Lily, Rovan, and Diana to make me intelligence saving throws.
I smart.
You are smart.
26.
Let's go, Corey.
Hey, Corbin, I see you measuring, my friend.
I'm not smart.
Can I see her?
You can't.
I'm using. Can I use my inspiration?
You can use your inspiration. Marissa is in this circumstance. She is forming
Out of
this
sight.
singular moat
Bitches!
of psychic energy in her hands. Upon dropping it to the floor, there is this immense racking of your brains for those of you within range as she is casting Psychic Scream. So Cedric is gonna burn an Indomitable.
Tart?
Best of luck, dude. Oh,
Hey, what's up?
Psychic Scream.
Uh-huh.
That requires, what is it, 10 creatures of your choice that you can see?
Does she have to see you? Hold on.
I don't believe
She does.
If it wasn't gonna be behind the cover, fun fact about Shadow of Moyle, she's basically blind against me.
Well, here's
She
the
can't
thing. She can't see
She can't
any
cast
of y'all.
it.
She's behind cover. She can't cast that. So let me find something else.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna
Sorry,
lie.
gang.
It's a no, dude. This is a relief.
This is
yeah.
Oops. Nobody panic.
Like, that's literally the worst thing she can do right now.
I don't know, pulling out, like, some documentation and saying, hey, guess what, I'm your sister would be kind of bad.
Ugh. Let's
Let's not go there.
Let's not go
How
there.
did you pick up, but, yeah.
1, good luck with my family. 2, ugh. We keep that shit at a close. Why? You don't have 100 fucking kids without knowing where the fucking where the birth certificates are.
It's just a it's one of those Waffle House binders.
It's a filing cabinet that's like 5 feet tall.
Waffle House binder?
Oh, you've never heard about the Waffle House playbook?
What? The what?
I don't
Okay,
know what
long
the
story
fuck he's
short.
talking about.
Oh god, boy howdy, hold on, I need to look it up.
Sounds like a later time.
I think I know what she's gonna do. I'm just confirming she isn't doing anything else here. Yeah. Okay. She is going to use her action, and she is going to cast Eye Bite upon herself.
Ah, interesting.
So we'll get into what that does here in a minute. Okay, that does require action. Excellent. Okay. So she's going to do that. I think she's going to... She's used her bonus action. She used her action. Excellent. That is her. We come to Corvin.
Okay, so I've been measuring it out.
Uh-huh.
5, 10, 15, 20. What's that?
Oh, I just gave Marissa 30 legendary actions. Oops.
20. Jesus Christ, dude. 25 here. Still out of sight, yes?
Correct. She is behind a pillar at this moment.
Okay.
But I think I see what you're going for here.
Double checking. I don't. Oh, nope, there it is. That you can see. Fuck my life. Okay. That's fine. That's honestly fine. There's no way I can do this.
I'm
There's no
very
fucking
curious.
way I can do this. Tart.
Hey, what's up?
I wouldn't be able to use animate objects on these fucking meridian crystals, right?
Oh my god.
Throw up animate objects for me.
It does say non-magical items. I assume they're magical.
Okay,
like,
they are
innate.
magical.
Okay, awesome.
They are
Thank you for-
innately magical. It is Meridium. However, that'd
Yes,
be
that's
really
why I
fucking
asked.
funny if you could do that.
That is why I asked, because I'm like, there's no fucking way.
That would be exceptionally funny, but unfortunately, no.
All right, since she can't see me, I can fucking do this without any kind of worry. I'm a silence. Oh god, give me a moment to get a fucking. Is it a 20-foot radius? Yeah.
Okay.
About here.
Yes. Give me 1 second. Let me form a thing there.
No worries. Oh, I'm stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't gonna say that, buddy.
No. I could have used animate objects on the statues, but I'm committed to the silence. Speaking of which, that's my new garage band name. Committed to the silence.
Committed to the silence. I'm gonna make sure one more time that is right. Sorry.
Whoa. I can just. I'll just
Okay,
hold-
great.
hold
You
that
just
there,
want
if
to
that's
leave
okay
that
with
for a hot second.
you. Yeah, no worries. I forgot to put it on linger.
Perfect. All right, you're good. All right,
Awesome.
silence goes up. Excellent.
Okay. Bonus action. I was only planning on using. Gonna look towards Cedric, and I'm going to give him a bardic inspiration. Gonna look towards him and say, "Oh my fucking god! I had something cool to say, but I'm losing it. Damn it, it's gone." So yeah, I'm just going to give him bardic inspiration and then move the rest of my 15, 5, 10, 15 down here.
Okay. Bardic inspiration
That
for
is-
Cedric.
That is turn.
That is turn. Excellent. Okay. End of your turn. Marissa is going to use a legendary action. She's going to use her ability to pop over to here. Hold on. And try to put her up against the pillar. There we go. Okay. Excellent. That's going to be that. And we're going to come to good old Mr. Acosta, who... Boy, Adam, what are you going to do in this regard, my mans? I'm
Obliterate.
trying to position the map in a way to where everyone can see everything. Adam, Adam is going to turn to you, Flit. He's going to look to you and to Corvin. And he's going to say, what is Adam going to say? He's going to say, he's going to say, thanks for the invitation. Though, I must admit I've seen better parties. No food and the company is shit. Good thing I brought the entertainment.
I know, darling. We need to hang out more.
He is going to
He said.
pass. Go ahead.
Corbin says this. The tone of his voice implies friendliness, but his eyes are just locked on Marissa right now.
He cannot see Marissa at the moment. But more importantly for what he's about to do, Marissa cannot see him. Which means Adam perfect. Adam's going to cast Reality Break on Lucian,
Oh, wow.
immediately expending an 8th level. As Flint and Corvin, you watch as he reaches forward and he tears through the very fabric of the realm. And Flint, you can see this a bit easier than Corvin, but he literally like tears open a hole in the space in front of you, and he reaches in, and there's this like thin glowing line, almost like the glowing threads if you've seen Hercules. And he is going to grab that and he's going to rip that out. And as he does, as he pulls his hand, it dissipates. And Lucian needs to make a wisdom saving throw. That is a failure. Lucian is going to expend his first legendary resistance to pass.
He needed it.
That is one burn. Yeah, he did need it. That spell is fucking nasty. For those of you who don't know what that spell does, so as you can see, he can't take reactions until the spell is over, and every time it comes to his turn, he takes either 6d12 psychic damage and gets stunned. He makes a dexterity saving throw, taking 8d12 force damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save. He's teleported, as well as everything he's carrying, up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that Adam can see. Taking 10d12 force damage and not being knocked prone. Or 10d12 cold damage and blinded until the end of the turn. All determined by the effect of a roll of a d10. It is pretty nasty. I'll throw the table in the Discord for y'all.
It's a monster.
It is a monster. There's a reason it's an 8th level spell. That is going to be Adam. Hey guys.
Hi.
Hi. Marissa is going to spend 2 of her legendary actions. Need to make sure I'm doing this right. Yes. Excellent. She is going to look to Cedric. And she is going to use a moment. She is going to use one sorcery point to cast Subtle Spell, because she's in the silence.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to cast Dominate Person upon Cedric.
Oh, oh.
I need to make sure. Oh, hold on. Yes. So, Cedric needs to make me, I believe it is a wisdom saving throw. It is a wisdom saving throw. That is good.
You do have advantage.
You do have advantage, but here's the thing. He's within 10 feet of Lily.
Yeah.
Cedric passes. Wait. Right, Lily, it's +3 for your aura?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That brings it to a 21. Cedric passes.
Fuck you, Marissa.
Excellent. That is the end of her legendary actions for the round. She had to spend 2 to be able to do that. And go to Diana. Diana. That was the very nicely done save on Cedric's part. Diana is going to move. She's going to move here. She's going to centralize herself a little bit, trying to catch as many people in her aura of life as she can. She's going to try to identify these crystals again and see if she can come up with something. Well, damn. Well, she's trying. That's fine. That is her free action. Diana is going to... She's still concentrating on Aura of Life. Does this require... Hold on. That does not require any sort of concentration, which is good. I might be doing that here in a moment. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Diana is gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Huh.
She's gonna cast it about there-ish. Right on top of Marissa. I don't remember if I have a token for Spiritual Weapon. Hold on. I don't. Wait, maybe I do. Hold on. I might actually have this. Thank you guys for being patient with me.
No worries. You're juggling a lot.
I sure am. Okay. I don't have a spiritual weapon token, but I can make one here real quick. Spiritual weapon goes up. Gonna pop right there next to Marissa. Is not actually that big. It's gonna have to be. It's gonna technically share that space with her because of the positioning there. But 24 is going to hit for 8 force damage as she's bonked.
Oh, come on.
And then Diana, that's a bonus action, so Diana can then still look to Lucian, do good old Firebolt. That's Cedric's sheet.
Cedric cast
Cedric
sword.
cast Firebolt!
Yeah.
Ooh! Okay, it's just a miss. That was almost real nasty for her two lovers there in front of her.
She hits the crystal.
We're gonna go to
usually she does make them
Rovan.
hot, but...
My wife is hot.
Right, if it's hot. So Corvin, for your reference, because you were away when Marissa did this, Marissa used, while in the silence, used a sorcery point for subtle spell to try and cast Dominate Person on Cedric. Cedric was able to pass the saving throw.
I was gonna say, yeah, CG caught me up on that one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the end of this round, the end of Rovon's turn, and then we're gonna take a bio break, gamers.
Sounds good.
Yee.
Down on a potion of speed for bonus action.
Okay, potion of speed.
So let me.
Red Bull, go!
Red Bull, give me wings, or just give me, a lot of jitters. And
I'm shaking,
that,
but faster.
I am anxiety, but fast. Blitzing down to Marissa's location.
Okay.
Probably right.
Why am I picturing the Reinhardt charge?
Jeez.
Mr. Wall of
Reinhardt.
dude running at you.
Fucking Rovan just has a jetpack on his fucking spine for no reason.
Reinhardt, except Ravan respects women. Hey, I'm not a Blizzard fan. Sorry to tell y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not a Blizzard
I'm
fan.
not a Blizzard
either.
fan either, but like characters.
Who would be a Blizzard fan?
Wait,
of that?
no,
The
hold on,
characters
hold on,
are
hold on.
cool.
Characters
but-
didn't do shit.
Wait, why don't you guys like Dairy Queen's most famous treat?
Anyways,
You know what? Fair.
That's delicious.
is
Exactly, and they even tip it upside down for you.
No.
Yeah.
I
So what is Ravon doing?
What I do best. Whacking. 3 strikes
Okay.
on Marissa.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure a spiritual weapon does not count as a thing.
It does not. It will not
Okay.
give you a benefit in this regard.
Nah, it's all good, it's all good. It'll be one-handed.
You're
First
working
attack.
one-handed.
35.
35 will hit. Roll damage.
Jerky, jerky, artichoke. 14 slashing, 5 lightning, 6 radiant.
Okay. She does have resistance to the radiant.
Alright.
Will be 3 radiant. So total
Second
22.
dirty 20.
She's going to reaction. She's going to burn another point for subtle spell, and she actually this might not need it. Hold on. I don't remember off the top of my head if shield has a verbal component.
I'm looking it up right now.
It does. So yes, she'll burn another sorcery point to subtle spell and shield. That one will miss.
Okay, and going for a third strike. 35?
That one does hit.
20 slashing, 9 lightning, 6 radiant.
That one was nasty. Okay.
Mmm.
And if she's concentrating on any spell,
She's concentrating on eye bite. So
Need to
let me
make
roll
2.
those here.
Ow, my eye.
So
why did they bite?
Get your teeth out of my eye.
25 would be like what?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm now just a mess.
She passes the first one.
Mhm.
She does fail the second one. I'm going to make sure real quick that she doesn't have anything for this. Even with advantage, you only get so far when you get a 1 and a 2 on the die. So I'm making sure. I'm just double checking to make sure she can't use any sorcery points or anything for this. Oh, that's right, she can. Right, sorcerer.
She had a wardrobe snafu and had to adjust.
Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, I think she might need a reaction
seen 'em.
for that. Hold on, give me a moment.
Ugh.
Look, we may hate this bitch, but we will not do her dirty like what was her name that Justin Timberlake did dirty? Janet Jackson? Someone.
Yeah.
What?
We will not do Marissa dirty. We hate that bitch, but we'll let her give a minute.
Oh, wait, that's a different subclass. Never mind.
Oh, I just remembered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Miss Jackson.
Oh, wait, there it is. Magical guidance. That's an ability check.
See, you can say it. It didn't take you 30 years like Justin.
Concentration check is a con save, therefore is not an ability check, therefore she cannot magical guidance for this. Therefore, eye bite is down.
Silly question.
Uh-huh.
If she has any legendary resistances, would she be able to pass using that?
She would. I'm debating if she's going to do this or not. Ravon, high or low?
You know, I'm a high roller. Let's go.
Okay. If she rolls high, she's gonna burn a legendary resistance. If she rolls low, she's gonna drop eye bite. That's a 9. Nope, that's a 6 on the die. She's dropping eye bite.
Okay.
Okay, no.
That's fine.
Okay.
That is everything I can do at this current junction.
Excellent. We come to the top of the round. We are going to take a bio break. Thank you all for being here thus far. Thank you all for dealing with me. I've got so much management I'm doing behind the screen right now. So we're going to take a quick fiver, and we'll be back in just a minute, gamers.
Kick some ass for the bard.
Yes, we are back. We are proceeding currently. Joe said to continue without him, so we are going to go ahead and do so. With that being said, let's go ahead and get back into it. I'm a fan of this. I don't know about y'all. We're going to keep using this one. All right.
I like it.
Glorious.
Top of the round. We come back to Cedric. Cedric is having a bit of a rough time. However, the horrors persist, and so does he.
You said the horrors persist?
The horrors persist.
Oh.
The horrors persist.
The horrors are persisting today.
Yes.
Sorry.
Cedric is going to, at the start of his turn, he's going to pop his second wind. Which is where? There. So, Bazingus. So, 1d10 plus 20. So, 24 back to Cedric. Okay. And then he is going to continue on. Let's go start swinging. Actually, he is going to, I don't know, there's no way he can get right now to where he can get flanking. So, but the
There's
first
a
one,
crystal.
the first one does have advantage. There is a crystal. Okay, unfortunately the advantage did not help. So, second, that one will hit. Third, the third one will not hit. No, it will hit. My apologies. And then the fourth. Those three will hit. Zingus, Zingus, Zingus. And then he has an additional one from his haste.
Damn it.
I know, that was almost a natural 20. That one will hit, though. So, real quick.
Ooh, good hit.
That was a good hit. 15 plus 18. Total of 63 damage. Jesus.
Damn, son.
Cedric, who was kind of on the back foot for the moment, with your group now backing him up, begins to push the offensive back and begins to do some major damage back to Lucian. However, unforeseen circumstance of this, Cedric is currently under the effect of Lucian's blood curse. What Cedric was unaware of when he started attacking this man, the blood curse, the effect of the blood curse, there's a shared pain aspect of this. Cedric is going to take, for 4 hits, a total of 8d8 fire damage. 2d8 for each attack that's struck. Cedric is going to take a total of 40 fire damage.
Ow!
Yeah.
That's a hell of a hellish rebuke.
Yeah. He's real glad he did that second win just now. Yeah, the blood curse is nasty. Bright side, he can only do it to one person at a time. So, with that being said, it's going to be Cedric's turn. We're going to come to Lucian, who...
At the end of his turn, he has to make his saves for my contagion.
At the end of his turn or at the start of his turn?
Massive wall is back.
Yes, at the end of his turn.
Mighty
Okay.
wall.
Understood. Okay. The best part is that he has a feature that would help on anything except for that, because that's a disease. Oh, wait. But it is a spell effect. We'll get to that in a moment. Lucian is going to skirt around. Actually, is he? Well, does he? No, I think he's going to keep pressing the offensive on Cedric. Cedric's under the effect of the blood curse. Realistically, why would he go for anyone else? First one is a hit.
Go, my disadvantage.
Unfortunately, he's not under the effect of the disease yet, so he doesn't get the disadvantage yet.
Oh.
That's the unfortunate thing about Contagion. He has to fail those saves before it begins to affect him proper. So, the first one is going to be a hit. Lucian is going to spend another charge.
I thought it says it affects them on a hit, but if they fail, then it lasts the duration.
You flex. Let me see.
I don't know.
With
Which
the
is 7
disease-
days.
Oh, no, you're totally right. That's my mistake. I misread it. Okay. Understood. Then yeah, his attacks this turn have disadvantage. So, thank you for calling me out on that. Otherwise, I was going to roll his attack straight.
I want to hurt this guy. I'm sorry.
No, you're absolutely
You're-
in the
you're
right
doing
here.
good.
Don't apologize for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. It does cancel out because on his attack specifically against Cedric, because the blood curse gives him advantage on attacks against Cedric. So these are straight rolls. So I'm gonna re-roll the first one. That does not hit Cedric's new AC. Excellent. That is a 22. Cedric's currently rocking at 23. That one will hit, though. That is a 27. Lucian is going to expend another charge of his Bloodthirsty Strikes feature. And he's going to add on... He's going to do two things here. He's going to spend a charge, and he's also going to use his reaction for Exposing Strike.
Ooh.
Exposing Strike, obviously, uses his reaction, and he's going to lose 10 hit points by doing this, but in doing so, is rendering Cedric vulnerable to the damage he's about to take. Meaning, Cedric's about to take a big ouchie. So, talk amongst yourselves. I have to get some dice together.
Man, Cedric's in a bad way.
He's in a very bad way.
Alright.
So, to start off, 48.
Can we force give potions like we can Baldur's Gate?
You can give other people potions. You can force them to drink it, but it takes an action to do so. Cedric does also have his own potions. Let me know.
Can we flavor it as I use shake water?
I might allow that. Ask me when it becomes relevant.
Yeah. I've always thought about that, but now it's relevant. But I've always wondered that and always sat on that question.
27 slashing.
Uncork it and just shove it down his throat.
Then 2d10 from the right damage. Oh god, for
No, just turn it into a water vapor. Just water
additional
in it.
18.
Like an inhaler.
Another 48 because of the effect of the blood curse. Another 23. Oh god, not. Fuck, hold on. What did I just say? 23? Yes. Plus 8d6 because of the Bloodthirsty Strikes feature. So on 46, that is 10. For the other 46, I'm rolling 4 at a time. That's 14. On that one strike, Cedric takes 82 damage. With a little bit of variance because I
Yikes.
might have fucked up my calculation at first.
Yikers.
Cedric is currently at the lowest he has been in this entire journey thus far. But he's still up. Let's fix that.
He can
So
still
that-
be up.
He's got one more attack. The first one was a miss. And that last attack is a 22, which, because of the haste, is a miss.
Oh,
Lucien was going for a killing blow there. And he very nearly got it. That is Lucien's turn. Legendary actions refill, but his reaction is burnt because he used it on his turn. We come to Lily.
I can't.
Thank the
Can I get? Can I
No.
be there?
You
Please
can
no.
fit there.
No,
because-
please no.
I don't know
Corey's
what I don't know
telling
what
me
Corey
no.
is playing, but I want it to be known because you're a small creature, you can fit there should you choose. I don't know what Corey has a plan. Everybody, watch out.
Well, I can always just choose to move back because I have
Can
enough
always
pieces.
go there, attack,
True.
and move back if you have the extra movement.
True, not out of range. No arc. Fuck you, Lucian.
I'd suggest.
Yeah,
doing it.
I'm gonna
If
do
you
that.
Can, do it.
I want that fucking advantage.
Yeah,
Do it.
take that advantage. Go for it.
Too bad no double.
He currently doesn't have his reaction, so I suggest doing it.
$26
That hits.
for 12 radiant.
Okay.
$29
29. Okay. That hits.
for 20 radiant.
Okay. You got one more.
I would like to throw a smite in the last one.
Ooh, absolutely. Go for it. What level?
I'm scrolling to see what I have. Hey, I'm gonna do it at level 3.
Level 3. Okay. Additional 48 if you hit.
Oh wait, no, level 2. There it
Level
is.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. Additional 3d8 if you hit.
Don't fail me now.
In before the crit.
it was close.
Well,
That was
Pretty damn
close.
close.
33
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that hits.
for 22 radiant, and you said 3d8.
3d8.
Oh, that's
Fucking
another 22.
Yikers, dude.
Whoa.
Fucking ouch.
Almost max fucking damage.
That fucking hurt a lot that last go around.
Good shit.
Good shit. Is that your turn?
That is my
I'm sorry.
turn.
Subtitles.
Well, let me move back.
Yeah.
Before I forget.
Before you forget.
Lily's gonna scooch right back out of the way.
Okay. And your turn, Lucian.
All I can see is a Corey kind of just going,
Just red
maneuvering,
glint.
poking, like, move.
You
Okay.
sense murderous intent and must move.
End of your turn. Lucian is going to use a legendary action. He's going to use his ability to his tactical movement. He's going to be able to skirt away without taking op attacks.
What?
He can do that. He's done it up to
Four.
this point.
Or
He's going to actually
Horse.
back up behind the pillar. He's taking a breather. That's his turn. We come to Alabastrum. Alabastrum is going to come here. He's going to give Rovan flanking, and he's going to press the attack on Marissa.
You got this, kitty.
That's a 20 to hit.
Wait, he's flanking.
Unfortunately, Marissa already had shield up. That does not hit.
Oh, even with a flank?
Oh, wait. Oh, you're so right. He has advantage, idiot. Sorry, I was so focused on giving you advantage, I forgot he had advantage on him as in himself. That does hit. Ooh,
Whoa.
ow!
Jesus Christ!
That was almost max damage just now.
That's a good kitty.
That is
Good.
a very good kitty.
Good
Alright.
kitty.
That is Alabastrum. We come to Flit.
All right. First things first. Let's get a look to Adam and go. I think these crystals are powering up for something. They've been kind of really unfortunate this whole time, so just beware.
Crystals made of pure meridium. Huh. Let me see what I can do.
I'll go take care of our mutual friend with visible disgust, and I would like to wild shape. Put me in, coach.
What are you wild shaping into?
Air elemental.
Air elemental. Swoosh, 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 swoosh.
CG, I don't know why. I heard bear elemental. And I was
Bear
like-
elemental.
I mean, that's kind of metal. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Meow.
That's him. That's a fast
Zipping
bear.
across to the other side.
I got 90 movement speed.
You sure do.
And we're going to put more pressure on Marissa. No advantage, but 18's not going to hit.
The team that's not going to hit. Still has shield up.
Well,
Sorry,
Shucks.
friend.
that's all right.
Alrighty. Into your turn. Double checking something here. Okay. Your turn, we go to the layer actions. The crystals above, they take that harnessed magic that they started seeping from your group, and they harness it, and it bursts outward in this flurry, this almost blizzard of these motes that you're seeing above, and the motes coalesce alongside Marissa and Lucian. They, until the next layer action, get an AC boost. Play markers on them. And then we go to Corey.
His new AC won't do shit for me. Another wall of text. I cast Whirlwind.
Oh! I gotta roll for contagion.
Fuck you!
That's a good thing.
That is
I
a good
know.
thing. Fuck
I
you.
just thought he already rolled it.
I didn't roll. I'm so sorry. Okay,
You're
so
okay. You are
con
forgiven.
save DC. What is your DC, Corey?
19.
19. Okay. Con save.
Can I do wheel? Or whoa?
Yeah. Realistically, should you choose? I'm just making sure he doesn't have anything for this. He's gonna do something different, but now he can't. Wow. So, I'll be straight up with y'all. He has, oh wait, he doesn't have magical resistance. Well, if he did, that was 2 natural 20s So he does resist the first roll of the contagion. But you are casting Whirlwind now.
Yes.
What is this? Okay. 10-foot radius. Let me make this for you. So hold on. Nope. I'm just putting this so I have the circle here.
I'd like it scooched down 1 square and left 1 square, please.
Yes, I am just doing that so I could get the square, so I can make a
Yeah.
or a circle, so I can make a proper circle for you, so that way we can move it. That is pretty much perfect. Excellent. So you want to kind of like this,
No, the other way.
other way, like that. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
It'll have to be either like that or like that.
That second one.
Okay, so how it is right now?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Alrighty. You can use an action to move the whirlwind up to 30 feet in any direction along the ground. The whirlwind sucks up any medium or smaller objects that aren't secure to anyone or aren't secure to anything and that aren't worn or carried by anyone. Creature must make a dexterity saving throw the first time on a turn that it enters the whirlwind or that the whirlwind enters its space. So he will have to roll for this dexterity saving throw, which he happens to have disadvantage on. That's that comes to an 18. He just fails. He's gonna burn a legendary resistance for this. That's a lot of damage, and he's hurting. So he's gonna take half.
Is he still flying?
He is not flying because he chose to succeed, but he is gonna take half of the damage. So roll the 10d6.
T3 bludgeoning.
Okay. Understood. That's your action. Anything else?
What do we say? We said
Is that what we said?
turning a health potion into basically a forced inhaler via shaped water was an action, right?
That would absolutely be an action, yes.
I just love that. I just love that mental image. Hold still.
Just put the whole nozzle of it in his mouth. Have you seen the video of the guy who, like, I don't remember, but he takes like a beer bottle and he spins it around and you see it like whirlpool like into his mouth? That is what
Yes, I
I'm
have.
envisioning.
Yep.
Just like fucking twists that shit in there.
Yeah. But yes, that will take an action whenever you want to do that.
Me Shilla just in case. End turn.
Okay, shillala. Lucian is gonna use another legendary action. Gonna get the fuck out of there. Does this count as difficult terrain?
Doesn't say, so I don't think so.
Okay, so he is going to pop on down here.
What does it do? Does it do anything to the crystals, by the way? I've been meaning to ask how the crystals have been.
So the crystals have been untouched. They are jostling in place. They are secured, but not by any physical object. It seems that they are have like gravitated to the columns, so they could potentially be knocked loose.
Damn, I was hoping Whirlwind would do shit.
I will tell you. Well, actually, I guess they would roll that now then. I am going to make a dexterity saving throw for them. Which, I guess realistically, they're objects. They can't pass a 19. Since they are somewhat since they are somewhat secured, if the whirlwind is not moved before your next turn, or by the end of your next turn, it will rip those crystals from its pedestal. So, just note for that. But come to Marissa, who is in a bad space at the moment. There's a lot of goons there.
Good.
Marissa is going to use her bonus action. She is going to, once again, she's going to shoo away, and she's going to pop up. This is going to be a bit weird. She's going to pop up here. Let me see. Okay, great. Just checking some stuff here. Don't mind me.
I mind. Marissa's turn. I'm always mind Marissa.
Sam?
Give me a moment. I'm checking something. Sorry, I'm reading the effect of a spell. If you'll just pardon me for a moment.
Yeah, no worries.
That's right, I forgot she does have that. Now, Ron, remind me, you are obscured, correct, because of your Shadow of Moil?
Heavily obscure.
Heavily obscured. Excellent. Yeah, that's enough reason for her to justify that. She's gonna look to you, Rofon, and she's gonna cast Dispel Magic on your Shadow of Moil.
You know what?
Yes. I'm waiting.
Fuck you, bitch.
Okay.
Can I use a spell scroll?
It is not your turn.
Even if it's a reactionary spell?
What is the spell scroll?
Counter spell.
Ooh. I guess realistic. Hold on. I guess realistically, you would have to be able to. Otherwise, how could you use the spell scroll for a reactionary spell? Yeah, I'm going to allow it. Now, the counterspell scroll, it is at base level.
Correct.
And Dispel Magic is at 3rd level. Meaning that does go through. Now here's the bad news.
Uh-huh.
She's now going to Quicken Spell. She's going to cast Dispel Magic again as a bonus action. Because she's fucking rude.
She is very rude. We don't like her.
She is very rude. So she has to
Wait.
burn.
Whoa, hey, Tart.
Hey,
Question.
hey.
The stream went down.
The
Oh.
stream went down.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean the
Oh,
Wait.
yeah, it's down.
What do you mean? Like the Twitch stream?
It's live
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it dipped out for a little bit and then it just rebooted.
Oh. Weird. I didn't get any notifications that something had happened on my end. Oh yeah, but there's Seribot. What the fuck just happened?
Huh.
Okay, interesting. I have
We,
no
uh,
hiccups in my live stream or my recording or in OBS. Interesting.
Very weird.
That was
At the very
exceptionally
least,
weird.
there's not a hiccup in reporting.
Okay. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, she's going to
Dispel
quicken
magic.
spell. So she's going to do this as a bonus action.
I can't see her from over here, yeah.
I have a question.
Hold on, I'll get to you in a second, Ravan.
By all means. I'm sorry.
Do that line again, Corbin.
Like, straight down here.
You're obscured there. You're also obscured right here. I'm gonna say via 2 points. I'm going to say no.
Alright.
What is your question, Ravan?
Dispel Magic is a leveled spell.
Correct.
Isn't it impossible to cast 2 leveled spells at the same time?
She wasn't able to. You counterspelled her.
Ah, point.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that still eat the spell slot, though?
It would eat the spell slot, and it does eat the action, but she physically wasn't able to cast the spell.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
My apologies. I was trying to figure out, like...
No,
hey-
you guys are completely justified. I am just explaining.
No, you
No worries.
You guys are absolutely
Thanks,
justified.
Tart.
Yeah.
Thanks, God.
you.
Thanks, dog.
So, she's going
He's
to.
got a gremlin. Ah.
She's going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken spell to change the spell magic to a bonus action. She's then also going to spend, let me double check, 3 sorcery points to twin spell it. And she's going to dispel magic on you, Ravan, for your Shadow of Moil, and on the spiritual weapon. Now, the Shadow of Moil is a 4th level spell. She is casting this at 3rd level. So, charisma check. Has a 19 on the die. Shadow Moil is down.
Okay.
Hey, sorcerers are fucking bastards.
Yes.
Thank
Yes,
you.
they
Yes.
are.
Yes.
She's then going to use her movement. And duck behind this pillar. And that's going to be her turn. Legendary actions come back. And she is, at the end of her turn, she is going to kind of just start laughing. It's this hearty laugh. The laugh of someone who is currently
Losing her damn
bathing
mind?
in adrenaline.
I love that laugh. I hate it from her, but I know that laugh, and I love that laugh.
The All Might laugh.
Odd.
Corbin, it's your turn.
Okay. So, I'd like to move myself right next to Adam. So moving 25 feet there. Am I able to see her hunkered behind this pillar?
Let me, real quick.
Here, let me measure.
Yes.
Awesome. Bonus action, unsettling words. Just in case we haven't used this ability in a minute, so I'm just gonna boop. Just gonna look towards her and say, Lydia Everhart, penalty of thought. Their names will no longer be your victims. And I'm just gonna do a heckin' D12.
Excellent.
So she's gonna do a -4 on her next save.
Excellent.
As I use another psychic glance on her dumbass.
Another psychic glance. Okay.
Fucking laugh at this bitch.
Okay. Oops. I just flung my dice across my desk. Even without the -4, that was a 3 on the die. Woo. She's burning a legendary resistance.
That's 2.
That's 1.
Oh, it's 1?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. The eye
She
bite
passed the
was
other one, yes.
resolved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she dropped eye bite.
Yep.
So
That's fine.
11, you said?
Yes, 11.
Okay. You're eating them away, you
Um,
bastard.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
No, you're absolutely validated. So that's movement, action, bonus action. Is that your turn?
That was only 25 feet of my.
Oh, that's true. So you still got more.
I'm gonna duck behind this pillar here with the rest of my movement, and that will be.
Okay. Alrighty. I need to check something here, actually, real quick. That's good to know. Okay. End of your turn. Marissa is going to use 2 legendary actions to cast Dominate Person on Ravon. However, there's a whole Atom Boy there who may or may not also have Counterspell.
I'd be disappointed if he didn't.
More importantly, he has it set as a signature spell, meaning he can cast it once without burning a spell slot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
An
Chrome
extra
Demons
special
are
little
fucking
fuck you.
awesome.
That being said, he's doing this at base level. This is a 5th level spell, so that does mean he needs to make a charisma check.
Charisma.
Or sorry, intelligence check, DC 15.
Thank you.
And he succeeds.
That's how you fucking do it, boy.
No. Please. Allow me.
Oh, thank you, dear sir.
And wouldn't you believe it? You come up to Adam's turn. You're gonna have to pardon me for a moment. This is my first time using this, well, not my first time using this style of wizard, but my first time using this style of wizard at this level.
Fucking high level wizards are ridiculous. I don't blame you, dude.
With Marissa within 60 feet, Adam is gonna, well, actually, he said he was gonna try to see if he could do something about the crystals. However, he really does want to stick it to Marissa.
If it makes a difference, Flit was just telling him that as a warning, not a go do something about it.
Okay. I think he wants to stick it to Marissa. Adam, who is within 60 feet of Marissa, clocks what you're doing, Corbin, and is going to use his action for his Chronergy wizard feature, a momentary stasis.
What
Marissa-
did you do?
At this moment, needs to make a Constitution saving throw against Adam's spell save DC of 20.
She
Was
could,
my wheel
but,
or was my woe used?
Your woe cannot reach Marissa in this moment.
Damn it. That's right. Duh.
Yeah,
30 feet.
she's on the
Forgot
other
she's
side.
way
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
That being said, Unless the saving throw is a success, the creature is encased in a field of magical energy until the end of your next turn, or until the creature takes any damage. Unfortunately for Adam, that is a 21. However,
Yeah, I figured.
Adam is spiteful. He's a nasty bitch. And here's the thing.
Silvery barbs.
No. Chronergy wizards have this funny little feature called Convergent Future, and he's going to decide that that is not high enough, and by doing it, taking a point of exhaustion.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He can use that as much as he wants, but in doing so, he takes a level of exhaustion each time he does it.
Oh, so he
Oh,
takes
yeah.
the exhaustion.
He takes the
Okay.
exhaustion.
Oh yeah. It's all coming.
Okay, that makes sense, but holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, that is a fucking nasty feature. I was
Like-
reading that when I was putting up his sheet, and I was like, holy shit, he could just do that?
Like, the exhaustion is, as like the trade-off is amazing for that.
Yeah. So Adam takes a point of exhaustion, and Marissa now has to burn another legendary resistance to resist that effect. He's clocked you, bro. He knows what you're doing. I just realized chat couldn't see any of that. He's got you, bro. He sees you. He sees what you're doing, and he's a fan. And he is going to skirt right here next to you. Hey, buddy.
You know, we have to stop being the same person for 5 seconds. There's only one of me in this fucking
we
room.
really must stop meeting like this. We're gonna come to Diana. Who, seeing how hurt Cedric is at this moment. That's not Diana's sheet, that's Cedric's sheet. He's going to do heal on Cedric. Not from the rod. She doesn't have any more charges in the rod. For 78 on Cedric. That is Diana's last 6th level spell slot. But well spent, truthfully. Diana's going to get a little bit back from that as well. And that is going to be a quick and easy turn for her. We come to Rovan.
Oh, would Cedric have gained anything from that thing Diana has currently active?
Ooh! Wait a second! Rovan!
Hello.
Your counterspell!
Yes.
You couldn't do that! You're in silence!
Ah, beans on toast.
So, put the
Goddamn
spell back
right.
in your sheet, and I'm just gonna give Marissa back the sorcery points for the quicken spell.
All good. My apologies.
No, you're good. I just now looked at the circle you're in and realized what that was. So, just point of order there. Easy fix. But what was your question?
Would Cedric
no.
have gained any? Nope.
Counterspell is just somatic.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
You don't say. Excellent.
Double checking.
Yep, it
Noted.
sure is.
Yep, just somatic.
Okay. Never mind then.
Noted.
Ignore me. Continuing on. What about Cedric?
How will I ignore you? You're my DM.
Ah, yeah, you can't ignore me if you fucking tried.
Above game question. Would Cedric have gotten any healing from Diana's one aura going off?
That's not what Aura of Life does.
Oh, my apologies.
Aura of Life provides resistance to necrotic damage, which I actually took into account when
Oh.
Cedric was taking necrotic damage earlier.
My apologies. I'm not familiar with.
No, you're good.
certain
It
player
does
spells.
resistance to it. Max hit points can't be reduced when you're in the aura. You have resistance to necrotic damage, and if you're downed when you're at the start of your turn when you're in the Aura of Life, you go back up to 1.
Okay. Alright, if that's the case, I'm going to. I'm
He's
gonna
going
pop
to
a
shape
first level
water
spell.
and make Cedric drink it.
I'm gonna pop a first level spell for a bonus action.
Okay.
Zephyr Strike.
You're in silence.
Ah, shit. Good
If
point.
you can get out of the silence and do that, but you can't cast that while you're in the silence.
My apologies. Yeah, I'll move out of the
No, you're good.
silence.
I'll say that that's good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, I'm dropping that shit.
And running up.
Okay.
First strike will be the one that gets the advantage. I only get one advantage.
You only get one advantage.
Raikiri one hand.
But it does do an additional 1d8.
Yes, it does. 32.
That'll hit.
16 slashing, 8 lightning, 1 radiant, and 1d8, I believe it is. 3 force.
3 force. Okay.
Two more attacks. $23.
23 will hit.
16 slashing, 10 lightning, 5 radiant.
Okay. She's looking really rough, dude.
And for this last one, I'd like to pour in a Divine Smite.
Absolutely. Go for it. What level?
Level 2.
Level 2. Okay.
So that'll be an additional 3d8 if it hits. 31.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
19 slashing, 9 lightning, 4 radiant, and an extra 3d8 for an additional 14 radiant.
Okay. A moment.
Oh.
Ravon, you run up and you begin laying into Marissa. You take 3 heavy strikes, all of which, given the chaotic nature of the moment, she is relatively unable to protect herself from. And on that 3rd strike, she stumbles back, she lurches forward. Blood begins to pour from her stomach, from her abdomen, and she, clutching down, lurching forward. I've forgotten this feeling. As she looks down at her hand, and Ravon, you can see her hands are shaking. From her clutching at her abdomen, they're covered in blood. Blood, you can see in her hands, begins to spark and boil, almost like lava. My hands are shaking. I feel the fear of losing my life, and yet I feel the adrenaline pumping like fire in my veins. How thrilling! Let's take it to the next level! No! Let's take it all the way to the end! And she erupts in this torrent of flame. And y'all know what happens next.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
As
We
she
planned for this.
erupts forward, Ravon, I immediately need a dexterity saving throw from you. Your shield master does come into effect if you pass.
Okay, and I'm assuming, is this a magical effect or no?
Yes. Technically, yes.
Alright, then that's an advantage on this. $26.
You, ready for this, knew this was coming. You throw up your shield and you defend yourself. You take no damage, my friend. As now
yeah.
standing before you in that form that you guys have seen once before, but in a time unlike this, this one that is currently happening. You see standing before you Marissa in her broken phoenix form. Someone's entered phase 2, my friends.
Why does she have to be at the hot, crazy scale?
She's the
Yep.
definition of hot and crazy, bro. Hello?
Like, literally,
Redhead, man.
she's hot. Like,
Redheads.
temperature-wise.
Dude, Dude.
I know.
She's called the Broken Phoenix. We can't fix her.
She cannot be fixed.
Can't stick your. Don't stick your dick in crazy.
Too late.
It
Alright.
puts so many good relationships.
Unfortunately for Corvin, too late.
Way past that point there, bud.
Yeah. About 5 years too late, roughly. Almost. Hey, ain't that fucking crazy? Anyways,
It is.
Ravon,
I have so many comments about that, sorry, I'm not going to share them here.
Good lord.
Ravon, that
What up,
comes to
buddy?
the end of your turn. At the start of the round, Lucian speaks normally. Those of you close to him can hear, but a conversation through probably magical means begins to take part between these two at a distance, but they are able to have this conversation at a lowered volume rather than having to shout across from each other. Lucian goes, "Go. Warn her." Marissa in front of you, Rovan, you see her. You must be kidding. I never felt more excited.
So like you said, the ritual is our priority. You know what must be done.
There's a pause before Marissa goes, "Very well." And her disposition in front of you changes, Ravon. And Lucian, who is now beginning to strip his jacket, goes,
I will buy you time.
and as he says that, there's a shaking in the chamber around you. It affects everyone in the chamber. I need everyone, Marissa and Lucian included, to make me, let me double check this, dexterity saving throws.
Do I need to?
No.
Yeah.
Dex saves. Wait a minute.
20.
Who's all under the effects of a haste ability?
Cedric and you.
Ugh.
Cedric's gonna get
13.
advantage because I completely forgot. Haste gives you advantage on dex saves.
Sure does.
I don't need to use the bless, but 28,
Alright, let me roll a couple things here.
just in case.
So starting off, Cedric.
Damn!
Then Diana. Okay. Adam. Adam. Ooh, good for Adam.
Hey!
I also just realized, I think something freaked out with the sheet. I just realized he doesn't have proficiency in any saving throws, which is not true.
Because it should be wisdom and intelligence, yeah?
Correct. Then Alabastrom. 21 for Alabastrom.
Maybe.
Now, Lucian and Marissa. Lucian fucking aces that. That's like a 23 or something close to that. Marissa.
Even with his disadvantage?
Ooh, a good point. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
With his disadvantage, he barely passes. Literally, he meets the DC.
Damn.
And the DC is not very high, I will admit. Marissa also passes. So the only people who pass are Corey and Diana. There is a massive rumbling in the chamber. Corey and Diana, you are both knocked prone.
Corvin, right?
No, I think you meant failed.
Did I
You
say
said
pass?
only once we passed. Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
The only
who
ones who fail are Corey and Diana.
Okay.
My apologies. You both are knocked prone
worries.
as there's this massive shaking around the chamber. You all hear a rumbling, and those of you with higher passive perception hear what sounds like a muffled explosion. As this now miniature earthquake happens in this chamber as it subsides, you all receive a message from Sindri. Might have put too much oomph in those, but hey, we finished up down here. As the Orion Deterrent team is now finished with their objective.
Let's go.
Nice.
Ain't no such kill like overkill.
Those bastards deserve it. That means, referring back to my, hold on. Referring back to my sheet. The only teams that aren't finished with their objectives at the moment, the home team, the army suppression, and the civilian team. All of your smaller teams are done. With that being said, come up to Cedric. Cedric is going to use his action and is going to use his Surging Courage. So the number of people around him, himself, Diana, Corey, and Lily, are going to get back. The four of you are going to get back 24 hit points.
Yay.
Yay!
Thank you.
And then Cedric, sensing that something is very awry, is going to use his action for his additional action. And I'm going to just give this to him for the sake of flavor. And he is going to reach over to you, Corey, and he's going to pull you up to your feet. Come on your feet. And he's going to pick you up off the floor. That's...
Why so strong? Not the time.
He does heft you up to your feet with quite a bit of ease, and you, for a moment, go, "Oh, that's right. He's buff. He's strong. Oh my!"
Strong.
Start fanning yourself a little bit.
Oh my.
oh
In the
my.
vapors.
With that, end of Cedric's turn. Marissa uses a legendary action. And Rovan, she vanishes in front of you.
Motherfucker.
She is gone. She should have appeared somewhere in the chamber. But she did not.
Too bad I don't have a bitch depiction, Pearl.
Marissa. Marissa at the stage has fled initiative.
God damn it.
Should have seen this coming.
With that being said, come to Lucian. I need to change my music again. No, that's not what I want. Or maybe that is what I want. Yeah, we'll go with that, actually. Lucian walks out, and he has stripped himself of his jacket, revealing underneath this rather short sleeve sort of vest with shirt. And you can see, those of you who are close enough, you can see inscriptions and writs all scarred up his arms in... actually, Corey, Diana, Cedric and Lily, what languages do you speak? Cedric does not understand this.
Common, primordial, celestial. Oh wait, no, I also have the Helm of Comprehend Languages.
Diana does not speak this. Now the Helm of Comprehend Languages, I believe you have to use an action to use that, correct? Hold on, let me double check.
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't speak
Damn.
this as of this moment.
No.
Also, I have misplaced Diana's sheet. I closed it and then it vanished on me. So now I need to find it. There it is. Okay, hold on. I guess I will just... Oh. Okay. Hey, am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're here.
My browser's being a little weird at this moment. I wasn't sure if it was an internet issue. Okay.
We're good.
But from what I'm hearing, the four of you do not speak this language. Lily, what were your languages again?
I know Elvish, Gnomish, and Common.
You know Elvish. You do see this, and you are able to read it.
Oh.
You see elven runes scrawled across his arms. It is the same 3 words over and over and over again, all the way up the forearm. Blood, kin, flame. Over and over and over, scarred across his arms. Very Victor Zsasz-esque. For those of you Batman fans out there.
You said blood, kin, and flame.
Blood, kin, and flame. Lucian walks forward. You have fought bravely, but this is where your journey ends. Father, forgive me. And in Elvish, those of you who can hear this conversation, Lily, you are the most immediate person. He begins to mutter almost this rite in Elvish. By blood, I serve Fang and Claw. By kin, I serve the Forever Hunt. And as he's saying this, his body is beginning to swell and transform. You're hearing the snapping and cracking of bones, Lily. By flame, I shed this mortal flesh and serve the eternal night. And as he begins to grow more and more feral, as he begins to swell in size, you see the hair across his arms, his face, his head, it begins to grow as well. He easily doubles, maybe even triples in height, in nobody laugh, girth. And you see that shut up, all of you.
I was just literally over here like, why would I laugh?
His nails become long and jagged. You see a set of horns actually begin to grow and protrude from the top of his head. He begins covered in fur as he continues to swell and grow before ultimately, with these glowing red eyes, he emerges before you. Hold on. I just realized I don't have a handout for this. Pause.
Pausing.
Okay, great. As now this woven form, this werewolf form, with his bones protruding out from his arms and now turning into these jagged spikes. Before you now stands Lucian Wrexham. Hey, someone else entered phase 2.
Hmm.
You know, I didn't think his werewolf form would be so demonic, but yikes.
Yeah, that's what happens when you when you undergo very not so good blood rites. Now, point of order. Cedric's blood curse does end.
Yay.
Lily, unfortunately, it is not your turn. I'm very sorry. And now, I get to put on the fun song.
You know, the name of the song is apt.
Hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Lucian lets out this huge howl that shakes the very chamber around you. And I now need to pull out his other sheet. On Lucian's turn. He is going to use his bonus action, and he is going to leap up into the air, coming down right here. I need Cedric, Corey, and Lily to all make me dexterity saving throws, please.
You 19?
19.
21.
Roll our pushback. And then Cedric. Cedric, who calls out as Lucian begins to come down. Get back! Cedric does have advantage on this, I do believe. Yes. Okay. Where did Cedric's sheet go? What is happening with my sheets? Fuck y'all. Corey. I need to turn this down. Corey. You fail.
Mhm.
Cedric fails. Lily, you pass.
Yay!
As he comes crashing down, stone and tile scatters as as the very ground nearly explodes underneath his massive size, his overwhelming power. Cedric and Corey both are going to take 9 bludgeoning damage, and you are both knocked prone. Oh! Wait a second, hold on. Can you be knocked prone if you have haste? You can, correct?
Yeah, nothing's stopping that.
Correct. It's just the
Yeah.
advantage of the dex saves.
Question.
Yeah.
How close was Corey to Lily?
Ooh, that's a very good point. Corey, you pass, actually, because of Lily's aura. Good call, Jason.
Yeah!
Cedric, unfortunately, does not. Cedric, even with a 19, would still
Unfortunate.
fail. Unfortunately.
Sorry,
He's
buddy.
right. Oh, that's right. He gets a 19. Oh.
Cedric actually, reaches over and he shoves you away, Corey, to give you the space, but unfortunately tanks it in your stead. That is Lucian's bonus action. Lucian is now... Let's see. Do we start simple or do we get crazy right off the bat? What do y'all think?
Yes.
I think we'll get a slightly complicated, but not too crazy yet. He's going to start by doing a swipe attack on you, Lily. That's cocked, and you re-roll that. Okay. Lily, that is fucking hell. That's a 35 to hit.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you are going to take, Lily. You're going to take 17 bludgeoning damage. You are knocked back 15 feet, and I need a dexterity saving throw.
How much damage? You said 17?
17 bludgeoning. As he reels back and he backhands you with this raking claw, catching more of you with his full arm than the claw itself.
Oof, 17.
Fortunately, that is not enough. You are knocked prone. You are knocked flat on your back. He's then going to look to you, Corey, and he's going to attempt to do the same thing. That is going to hit you, Corey. You're knocked back 15 feet into the wall. You're going to take 17 half to 8 bludgeoning damage. Diane's taking the other 8. And then I need a dex save from you.
14.
You are also knocked prone as your sand
Ow.
scattering into the wall. Diana needs to make con save. Okay. He's then going to look down at Cedric. And with this
Oh, shit,
final...
so do I. Hold on.
What's that?
He's whirlwind.
He is in the whirlwind. That is
No, because I got
true.
smacked. That too, but I mean, I got smacked, so I have to roll con save, right?
Yes, you would. I am going to make his save for the whirlwind, though. That is an easy success. That's a 19 on the die. So he will take the half damage. But go ahead and roll the damage for me.
22 on that.
Let's see that one. The whirlwind is still up.
Yeah. And what now?
Roll the damage for the whirlwind for me. Oh, wow.
39.
That is, I believe, 19. Yes. So 19 damage from that. Excellent. And then with his last attack, he's going to look down at Cedric, who is prone. He's going to crash down on his massive forearms, and he is going to reach down and he's going to bite Cedric. With advantage. That is most certainly going to hit. Not a crit. However, y'all should be clinching. That is 36 piercing damage. As Cedric, as the teeth begin to, as the teeth pierce through Cedric's flesh, he lets out this pain. Ah! And Cedric needs to make a con save. Hey guys, good news. Cedric does not succumb to lycanthropy.
Yay!
Yay!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Bad news. He's in a very bad way with this big. He don't bite. Yes, he do, bitch! Get your dog! Alrighty. That is, though... Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. Oh, wait, that is for... Ah, okay. He had to do that at the start of his turn. I will forgo it for now. Okay. That's going to be the end of his turn. We come to Lily. Lily, Cedric is in a bad way.
she's gonna rush to go help.
Okay. Half your movement to get up.
Oh, 15, 20, 25. Or would it be 20 since I have the 40 movement? Would it be 20 to get up?
It would be 20 to get up.
Okay. So 20, 25.
You should be able to make it to him.
Okay. Lily's just, I guess, gonna... Oh, wait. You said lycanthropy?
Uh-huh. He's a werewolf.
Can I make a history check or something and see if I know anything about fucking awoos?
Wooers.
You know what? I'm gonna, out of respect for you, I'm not gonna put that as a sentence without context.
What? Why does River not get put in the Crow channel? What?
Make me a
That's
I'm
history check.
bullshit.
Free action, history check. What are you, history or arcana? I'll let
Shame
you pick.
his ass.
What are you trying, what information are you trying to receive here?
Do I know what they're weak to? Do I know any kind of weakness of a werewolf?
Sure, make me a history check. History or arcana, your choice.
They're the same for me, so... Bitches! 11.
You know the basics of lycanthropy, but in the heat of this moment, it's going to be difficult to compile some sort of strategy while your friend is literally being chomped on. It's less of you not knowing and more of being in the heat of the moment.
Okay. Lily's just not gonna really think about it then, and she's just gonna take Dandelion and keep stabbing.
Okay, go for it. You know, the quote is even better when you read it.
That's why.
Yeah, the context. Do I know anything about fucking awoos? 23 does hit.
Not me holding a dog collar in my hand.
Hey, yo.
Yo.
Rory, no!
It's not Rory's.
Hey, yo.
Yeah!
Is it
14 radiant.
River, I'm sending you a message.
It's actually mine, fun fact. Alright.
I'm gonna stab again.
Yeah, you best. That'll hit.
That's a 24.
Yeah.
16 radiant.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do I have the thing? Do I have the thing?
Do you have the thing?
I don't think I do. I think I already used it. I think I already used it. Damn it.
Then roll me severity, my friend. Okay.
Well, that was a
So what's the procedure there? Sorry, does
I
he
will
get to
I will
reroll?
say that it is a glancing blow. Roll me your damage, and we'll half your damage. Okay. So down to 7. Is that your turn, Lily?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. End of your turn. Lucian is going to look to you, Lily, and he is going to make a claw attack on you. Ooh, that is not good. That's a 21? No, that's a 19. As he
Miss!
goes for this low sweeping strike as he's low to the ground, you're low to the ground, and you jump up over it. Actually, like nearly parkour rolling over his arm, and you're able to avoid it. Go to Alabastrum. Alabastrum is going to rush to Diana's side. He's going to make that claw attack. He does get advantage on this one. But 12 is not gonna do it. Even with the bless. That means, end of his turn, Lucian is going to use one more legendary action. He's gonna swipe at Alabastrum. That is gonna hit. Alabastrum is going to take 25 slashing. Because this is... Oh, no. Can't do that. So 25 slashing. Alabastrum is looking pretty rough as there's now this massive claw mark scraped across his thorax. So, with that being said, we come to Flip.
Okay, Tart.
Hey.
I might have something clever,
Uh-huh.
but it's gonna probably require a little DM permission. I would like to, as an air elemental, fly into the whirlwind and commandeer it, becoming part of it.
Okay.
I am willing!
Ooh. I'ma say no check required because this is a spell you reasonably would be familiar with because it is a druid spell.
Mm-hmm.
Your damage. What is your standard damage roll?
My standard damage roll is 2d8 plus 5.
2d8 plus 5. We're gonna say that now your damage goes up to 4d8.
Love it.
As long as the whirlwind is up and you are within it.
All right.
As well as you can now move with the whirlwind, but due to the increased size, you are going to be moving. It's going to count as difficult terrain if you're choosing to move with the whirlwind.
Understood. Let me make sure I was over here. So I have basically 10 feet left.
Correct.
I'm going to move just enough to keep encompassing him, but I'm gonna lay some smackdown on him.
Okay.
All right, with advantage.
So I will say, as you are encompassing this form, I will say that the spell effect of whirlwind will not take hold.
Mm-hmm.
So if he starts his turn in the whirlwind, he's not going to have to make a save for the whirlwind.
Okay.
We are sacrificing the whirlwind for the sake of a power boost. If you leave it, it will go back to its standard use.
Understood.
But while you are encompassing it, we are sacrificing the whirlwind itself for this power boost that you're getting.
All right,
That
then.
makes sense for you and Corey.
Yeah. That's fair. Corey, you control the whirlwind. You can move it out of my spot to commandeer the whirlwind again. I leave discretion up to you.
You know what? In addition, Corey, if you opt to move the whirlwind as part of the casting of the spell, if Flit is willing, Flit will move with it.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
This is a very creative combo attack. I love it.
That is
Since
a
the whirlwind stayed, does the gems get affected? Sorry.
That's gonna happen at the start of your turn. We'll get to that.
Gotcha.
23.
23. That hits.
All right. I'm gonna get a dice puller because I can't use the. Oh no, wait! I could just roll this. What am I doing? So that's 35 to him.
Sheesh.
Second attack.
Wait, 35?
I get plus 11.
Oh. Where do you get the plus 11 from?
I get plus 5 because of the natural attack. Like it normally comes to plus 5 damage, and I get plus 6 because of the ring that I've got.
You're so right. Understood. Okay.
Follow-up attack, 24.
24 does hit.
For 29.
29. It's funny that you mentioned the gems, Corey, because I was actually about to go over this, because now I think it's thematic. The gems are now, with the additional assistance from Flit, the gems are pulled from their innate gravitation with the whatchamacallits? The columns. And perhaps this wasn't foreseen when you went through this plan, but they inadvertently become part of your form, Flit.
Uh-huh.
And these are basically your weapons now, as you bring these two gems around and boom, boom, hitting it with these massive crystals of Meridium. And y'all have together effectively taken these two crystals out of play.
Hey, let's go. That is my turn, though.
Okay. We come to the layer actions. The rest of the crystals are at the start. I once again need all my casters in this chamber to roll me wisdom saves, please. We done.
Wow, same one, eh?
What?
15.
23.
3.
This 16.
$26.
That was a good use of your lucky point, Corey.
It was. That's my last one too.
That is your last
for a
one.
Therm D2.
Therm T2. Here's Adam. Adam was not meant to have an advantage, but it didn't matter. 18. And then Diana. Diana with the 16. Alright, let me take a look at this. Flit 16, Corvin 12.
15
15?
with the blast.
Ah, you're so right. Okay. So, okay. Flit, you fail. You lose 2 spell levels worth.
Mm-hmm.
Corey, you managed to bring it back around with your lucky point. So Flit, you lose either 1 second level spell or 2 first levels.
I've taken out a second level.
Corvin, that was a 15, same thing as last time, 3 levels worth. And then Diana is going to have to lose 2. Diana's going to sacrifice a Ooh. She's gonna sacrifice her last second level. In addition, Diana's concentration on Aura of Life, because she failed that save, does go down. Corvin, are you concentrating on a spell at this moment?
Technically, yes, but I was going to be dropping it next turn anyway.
Okay. So silence does go down. That's right, I forgot about silence. And then Flit, you were not concentrating on a spell, I don't believe.
No, I was not.
Excellent. Okay. That is that. We come to... We would go to Lucy, or to Corey. Lucian is going to use his last legendary action. And he is going to move to here without provoking op attacks. And we're going to come to Corey.
Alas, I cannot move the whirlwind without hurting friends.
Yeah, unfortunately, that whirlwind is not. It does not differentiate between friend and foe.
I've still got a free guiding bolt though. I don't think that's concentration.
It is not.
Don't think a 16 will hit though.
16, unfortunately, does not hit. It collides with the musculature of this huge werewolf that you see before you, and it dissipates as it collides with him. The bonus action, you have movement. You have half your movement.
Actually. Yeah, just there.
Okay. We go to Corvin. Corvin thinks it's bad over there. You're real glad you're over here right now.
It's coming right for us from what I'm looking from my vantage point.
It's coming right for us.
With Marissa gone, the use of my magic is kind of meh. I'm gonna bonus action. Is this within range? He is. I'm gonna bonus action Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Heaven and Hell. So wisdom save.
Would he does actually fail that. He will take the full 10.
Woo. Action. I'm just gonna tear a patch of my row of stars and hit him with it.
Okay.
$28.
28. Can't do anything against that.
I'm fine here, honestly. So I'm just gonna stay right on here. Like, I got a nice easy chair going on. I'm with my buddy. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Come to Adam, who is going to skirt to the other side of you. And he goes, No. Bad dog. And he is going to, much like before, well, somewhat like before, momentary stasis. He's gonna see if he can burn another one of those legendary resistances. Fortunately, that does not hold. Does ace that. Does have a bonus
Yeah, I
action still,
figured.
though.
Because I figured this guy would have pretty decent wisdom.
Fortunately, he doesn't have a lot he can do with his bonus action. It's good to go. Okay. That is not working. Great. And that's going to be Adam's turn, unfortunately. We're going to come to Diana, who is going to get up. She's going to hop on Alabastram's back. Actually, before she hops on Alabastram's back, she's going to hit Cedric with a first level Cure Wounds. 16. And then she's going to wait for Alabastram to go. And that's going to bring us to Rovan, top of the or bottom of the round.
Hey, Chihuahua.
That's a big
No, it's
fucking
Wolf.
dog, dude.
Where's Alex Trebek when you need him?
Oh, you know.
Rip.
You can name your sword Alex Trebek if you really wanted to. I don't know how well that would go for
I
you,
don't-
though.
I don't think you want me to do that for a specific reason.
Yeah.
You know. You already did that to a fire giant.
I mean, accurate. Do that again, and that's just your thing now.
Yeah.
They
Hey,
call me
buddy.
They call me the weenie snipper.
The weenie snipper. Is your
Ow.
turn, my guy.
Oh, I know. Fuck. Okay, so I could probably. Oh yeah, I can most certainly get. Do I want to get into that range though?
Yes. Smile.
I'm gonna be a dick first.
Okay.
We'll go up to here
Uh-huh.
because still got the Zephyr Strike going up.
Uh-huh.
The first action is going to be a spell cantrip.
Uh-huh.
I cast. Rarely do I use this at all.
Mind
Sliver.
Sliver. Okay.
Yes. Also, please disregard the Divine Strike. I should have took that off.
That's fine.
He's got to make an Intelligence saving throw.
He sure does.
DC 19.
Vicious Mockery only affects the attack roll, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
DC 19?
Mm-hmm.
He does pass.
Then he doesn't take any damage.
Okay.
It's an all or nothing cantrip, but I will use the bonus action of Zephyr Strike and the hasted attack to go launch at him.
Okay. Make an attack.
This will be the only melee attack I have, but it will be with advantage. Handed. Does 26 hit?
26 will hit.
Okay. If that's the case, let me roll the damage. 17 slashing, 6 lightning, 8 radiant.
15 slashing, 6 lightning, 8 radiant. That is a total of what, 31, I believe?
8, 6 is 14, 14 plus 17, yes, 31.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Hold on, as you look to, as your blade pierces through Lucian's abdomen, he slowly looks over to you. Snarls.
Shut up, mutt.
And as we come to the end of our round, my friends, as we are deep in this conflict between one of the 2 remaining blood talons, my friends. That is unfortunately where we're going to have to end for tonight. My friends?
Yay!
Oh,
Woohoo!
my friends.
Mm.
It's happening. It's happening. We're here. It's happening.
We're doing it, Chief.
We are doing it. Oh, next session's going to be very exciting. Not necessarily for this, but because of what comes after. My friends, thank you all for joining us tonight. Let's send it on around the table. We got some gamers who got to get out of here, so I'm going to give it to them first. Let's give it to J Frost first.
Hello, Twitch, Twitter, JFrostSub47. Find me here every Sunday, every other Tuesday here for Rascals and Ravnica, every other Saturday for Saved by the Spell, and Candlekeep when it happens. Woohoo! Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe. You can find me here as well as Fridays for DigiGuard United's Tamer Battle League. Oh fuck, Overdrive. That's the word. Sorry. It's fucking 11 o'clock. I'm tired.
Overdrive.
Overdrive.
Sorry, I entered
Anyway,
radio host mode there for a second.
No worries because it's all fine on Fridays. Fucking.
Thank you, Joe.
I got a degree for that. I got a degree for that shit. Anyway.
I technically did too.
Anyway, go ahead and find me there on Friday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on Sundays, and go ahead and check out the YouTube for youtube.com/fartingtart. A lot of Gears of War videos came up there. Those are fucking fun. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. And River, please go.
Man,
I'm sick.
Gears 5 is a game that exists.
Yeah, it's
That's
a game
me.
that exists. No
I'm-
plot holes
I'm-
whatsoever.
I'm a River.
Rip.
You can find me over at twitch.tv/WickedRiver97. I've returned. Not on a consistent schedule, but I've returned.
Let's go!
I've been playing some Minecraft.
Nice.
Murder.
No, I have no
Chicken
care for
jockey!
the.
I will
That's
fucking kill you.
exactly. Yep, that's I could care less about the Minecraft movie. I'm playing it just because I want to build pretty things.
I wish I was talented in Minecraft.
I wish I was talented.
You are.
I
shut
wish
the
I-
I
fuck
wish
up.
I was.
Shush.
Everyone here, shut the
Shush.
fuck up. Everyone here is talented. Shut the fuck up.
I love you, gamers.
Debatable.
Funny looking.
I'm gonna come beat you up, punk.
He said,
Do it. Come
talented, not
down
funny.
here.
I will. You know what? No, for that you can go.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Rocky
Damn.
upon ye.
Hi.
She'll be upon
I
ye.
don't really stream very often. I'm trying to work more and go back to school. But when I do, I'm on Twitch. I'm also on Blue Sky, Xiaohong Shu, otherwise known as Red Note. Occasionally Instagram, very rarely TikTok. All at Punkyard Dog. Who hasn't gone?
Sage.
Siege!
Hello, I am the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media, but you can find me on Good Beans D&D streams such as twitch.tv/burnoutfun for Saved by the Spell. We should be on this week after, unfortunately, having a bit of an issue with power 2 weeks ago. You can also find me on this wonderful channel for Rascals and Ravnica this upcoming Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, is it? No, it's not. You can also find me, I'm just double checking, on our continuing adventure through Candlekeep. I believe we will be on Wiley's channel on May 1st as we return from our break for the Book of Cylinders.
Gonna be my...
That's all I do.
May.
Tart.
Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I have been your host for the evening and your humble dumble master, the Farting Tart. You have already found me here at twitch.tv/fartingtart. We are rapidly approaching the end of this game, my friends. I informed my party after session last week that they had roughly about the amount of sessions that you can count on one hand. Now there has been a slight extension because I expected this to get finished up in one session. So for those of you not wanting the campaign to end just yet, little extension. There you go. A crumb for you, my friends. I know Punk has been exceptionally sad about this campaign coming to an end.
Yeah.
But yes, it's been a hell of a ride. But we still got this last hurdle to get through. So, with that being said, tomorrow I may or may not be live. I shouldn't, truthfully, because it's been a busy week and I've done a bunch of streams this week. But I really wanted to stream more of the Oblivion remake. So I may or may not do that depending on what tomorrow looks like, because I have stuff I need to do, including a doctor's appointment. So stay tuned. There may or may not be a surprise Monday stream tomorrow. But if there's not a Monday stream tomorrow, the next time you'll find me will be on Tuesday for the next episode of Rascals and Ravnica. We're felons, brother. Oh boy, your old buddy Tusk is now a felon.
Oh, great. Thanks to you, we had to go to ground.
I killed a man.
That's not even why they're trying to arrest us.
No, it sure isn't. But, yes, my friends, that being said, thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm going to send y'all over to Gwen, a dear beloved friend of mine. Gwen is wonderful. Please go show them some love. Gwen recently had a 10-year anniversary of the day that they attempted to take their own life, and their life has thankfully turned around for the better since that day. Gwen is a very beloved friend of mine, and I am always one for advocating for mental health, so please go and show Gwen a little bit of love. They absolutely deserve it. But yeah, so with that being said, we will be back next week for another episode of Exilia Regalia. I love you all so very much. And as I was kind of saying a minute ago, please take care of yourself both physically and mentally. You deserve it. You are loved, you are valid, and most importantly, if no one's told you today, you fucking matter. Do not forget it. Do not think anything else. You are wonderful. You are cherished. And I love you. I really do. With that being said, we'll see you all next week. Thank you, and have a good rest of your evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.